Welcome to a world of fantasy, a world of magic, a world of danger, a world where Thursdays call for scattered showers and 40% chance of goblin punching. This is the D&D world within the Retro Planet. The players include Kloolas Larspawn as Hum the Tiefling Bard, Jean as Crispy Bandek the Air Genasi Ranger, JayBrilliant as Veronan Fellsworn the Aasimar Sorcerer, Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe as Toba Thunderdon the Loxodon Druid, and yours truly, RetroKaiju as Drogar Bargash the Dragonborn Barbarian, along with MasterWabbit as our DM. We hope you're just as excited for this campaign as we are, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this adventure in the D&D world.
That's what happens when you put Discord in the light bulb. Eat my shorts!
Okay.
Rainy.
Okay, calm.
Or as other memers would say, it's eat pant.
Or in my particular case, I say, let's take it for the top. Retro, one more time, where can they find you?
They can find me over at the official YouTube channel of Retro Planet, as well as Twitter on it's at RetroKaiju. We should also have a link a little later, if we don't have it already, of the Discord server, Retro Planet.
I got it.
Excellent.
Okay. Jay. Veronan the Banana Lord.
Yes,
Where can they find
I'm here.
you?
I'm here, yes, and you can find me being a raging gamer over at J_Brilliant Twitter or at twitch.tv/JayBrilliant. Mondays and Fridays, pending schedule change.
Alrighty. Gene.
Yes.
Tell the love and chat where they can find you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Gene, and I have new equipment. You can find me over on twitter.com at _G926 _. I also have commissions open, so you should be able to contact me through DMs on Twitter or something, and we can possibly talk about that. If you are interested.
Artist.
Oh, shucks.
Only the bestest artists.
No.
Yes.
You're cute.
Oh, Kiki.
Yes, you?
Find you. Links. Make with, please.
Okay. TikTok. Kloolas. Larspawn. I think. I post nightly on there, and I'm going to make the habit of posting before the stream, so check that out if you can. Also, you can find me on Twitter as @Kloolas. I post just sporadically, but regularly, because I am an antisocial butterfly that wants to be social online, but not so much IRL.
Oh, feel that.
Understatement of the millennium.
Yeah.
MasterWabbit.
Yeah.
Hello, I am the Dungeon Master of this wonderful world. You can find me on Twitch, MasterWabbit, Twitter, @MasterWabbit, and on YouTube, @MasterWabbit TV. And I would like to welcome you to the D&D world of the Opulencia Chronicles, sponsored by Sorcerer Brand Coffee.
I knew it. I knew it.
Really? We're going with this? Okay.
We didn't ask you if your friends were okay with this. We said we're putting Fireball in your brew.
Why don't you scroll
I don't know
down
what
to
we're
the
talking
title?
about. Watch last episode.
Is this just going to be a regular thing now?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Make this a regular thing.
This is
boy.
gonna be a.
Oh,
Until we get-
boy.
Until
guys
we
gave
get
me
sponsored
2
by
weeks
Die Hard
between
Dice or
episodes
something,
now.
I don't know.
Until we get an actual sponsor, this is going to be a running thing.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm totally okay with this.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Now then, a little bit of housekeeping before we get underway. First, major big one. If you did not see our Twitter the past couple weeks, we kind of had a bit of a group meeting. Obviously, while last session was a really, really good session, not all of us were able to make it to the finish line before fatigue.
Don't call me out like
in.
this, man.
No, it's okay.
She needed the coffee more than me.
Number 2, we went we went way over than we really wanted to. Like, some people were kind of treading into like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't help that the dumb elephant decided to roll a natural 20 on a perception for the sake of story. So yeah, that's my foul. So we kind of talked about it and came to realize that unlike people like Critical Role or the Unexpectables, we, as much as we love to, we do not do content creation for a living, though we're trying to work on that. But for now, we're a bunch of just North American knuckleheads just getting along with our usual 9 to 5 while doing this as a hobby. So, as such, we came to the conclusion to kind of, in order to reduce playtime and to reduce the risk of burnout, we are going to start doing these bi-weekly instead of every week. So that means when we're done tonight, our next session will be the 28th of June. So, there's that.
There you go.
Hey.
Of course,
Freaking North Americans, way to make Kiki out to be chopped liver.
North
Oh my
Canada,
goodness.
that technically is North America. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yes, let's dig the grave deep. Yes.
And secondary. So, a little bit of good news and some, not, I wouldn't say bad news, but inconvenient news.
Okay.
Let me see here. Where is the link to this thing? Let me find it. Give me a second.
1.
Ha ha, funny joke.
You're so funny.
You are so hilarious. I'm so funny, you guys.
Let's see. Add you. Make private. There we go. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Copy link to playlist. Exit out of that. So, if you do not want to tread through the VOD or you're not able to make it to the campaign live, we have an option C, i.e. Spotify. That's right. We have a podcast version that is up on Spotify, and it's technically also on SoundCloud. Basically, when I'm putting the VODs up on YouTube, I'm also putting putting the podcast edition together for your listening pleasure. Couple caveats to that. Number 1, we are also on SoundCloud, but I found out that using the free version, you have only X amount of data that you can use on a free mode. It turns out our 2 episodes exceeded our limit by over a whopping 500%.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
yeah.
Oof.
So, I could pay for the premium, but last I checked, unless I was looking at the wrong thing, they were asking for $99 a month. I love you guys. I want you guys to get full accessibility for this, but nah, I ain't doing that.
Piss off.
No.
Even
Now again, I may be
even
looking the wrong
worse than
direction.
Discord's
Maybe I'm wrong.
This is
99
why
a year.
YouTube exists.
Yeah.
True.
Now, like I said, maybe,
So true,
maybe I looked at it
Dusty.
wrong. Maybe I looked at it somewhere else. Maybe I completely misunderstood that. If that gets figured out, then we'll address it later. So right now it's going to be on Spotify, but even that has its own set of problems because when I was looking at that on my personal Spotify account, when I go over to look at it, Spotify likes to throw these random ass songs from random artists that have absolutely nothing to do with the campaign. I have no idea how to shut that off. If anybody does know how to do that, I'm all ears. But rest assured, while I'm getting that figured out, we're still going to have the main campaign episodes on Spotify.
Everyone hears Big Dick Farts Polka in the middle of someone's death.
so, can I go ahead and interject with some information there, Rikkaku?
Um,
SoundCloud, That 99 you're looking at, that's for annually, so once a year.
Oh, okay, that's a bit more
'Cause
reasonable.
I was gonna say that's ridiculous. That's $8.25 a month if you want to do pro,
Yeah.
but you can do an annual payment of $99 a year, once a year. Sorry.
Okay, so I did
was like,
misread it. So we'll address it later. But right now, right now my budget is extremely limited as it is. In fact, my rent is actually getting ready to go up in the next month or two because I extended the lease and it goes up $100. So
Oh my gosh.
Boy.
now that's what you get for living in a large growing city. So,
I
but
don't-
I'm not here. We're not here for sob stories. No,
No.
away with that.
Smack hand.
So we'll address that at a later date. But for right now, we have Spotify.
All right.
And any other house cleaning things you guys want to do before we get started?
I'm going to make a point of this because the group that's nearby just did a loud thing after watching Office. My most stable connection I found here at this place is the common area where a lot of other people like to hang out. So if you hear any weird random chatter or big whoops and hollers, that's because I'm in the main common room. So yeah.
Nobody said we're professionals.
Oh, we're a bunch of
Not yet,
knuckleheads all
anyway.
having fun.
Not
We're all
yet.
faking it.
We're all
faking
faking it.
Step 1, fake it. Step 2, make it. Step 3, I
Fake
don't know. Step 4, profit.
Question
Yeah.
mark, question mark, question mark. And profit.
Underpants gnomes.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeehaw.
anybody else want to say anything?
No, I think I'm pretty much good.
Cornbread.
Cornbread. That's
You
the name
said
of our
anything.
episode. Episode 4, cornbread. Or
No.
episode 3, cornbread.
I take it back.
Positively.
Banana bread.
Ha! Banana bread.
Hey.
Others are getting into the act. I love it. Okay, but jokes aside, that's enough out of me. MasterWabbit, do what you got to do.
All right, first and foremost, we got to get some attributions out of the way. The audio that we are using, mostly going to be from Tabletop Audio, but we also have, let me just make sure, The Pyre by Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.
Send
both of
me
these-
those links.
You have those links. I sent them to you via Discord, didn't I?
I didn't see them. DM them to me, please. And I'll add
goodness.
them.
Pretty sure I posted, oh, maybe it was like in the Discord itself.
Yeah, sorry,
There it
that gets on me. That gets past me like frequently.
Yeah.
So easy.
Oh, come on. Oh, yep. Let me just. Yeah, it's right there in the Discord. I'll message you. But nonetheless, both those groups offer their music under Creative Commons with attribution. This is that attribution. And with that, let us continue into our world of Opulencia.
Woohoo!
The country,
Pretty.
Kovacia. The town, Wardbloom. The heroes, Hum, Toba, Drogar, Veronan, and Crispy. The past couple of days have been quite eventful. First against some bandits, and then clearing out a cave of goblins. And when they went to that cave, they did a little bit of searching around, and they found some papers in Dwarven that none of them could read. So they brought it back to the tavern. They found someone who could read it. Ruffin, a local dwarf who drives carts around for his living. They found that within this cave there were soil samples being done to see whether or not it's profitable there, but one paper was written by a different person, listing grievances against whoever was in charge of this mine. And as our heroes went to bed, Toba's amulet started to hum and get warm and tell him something was up. And with a naturally high roll, something was up near Otto's Emporium. The tall dragon, Philistine, was closing for the night, and when all the shutters left, a shadowy figure left, but it was smaller than it should have been. Toba went to investigate, and that little amulet he's got hummed out of life. Frustrated, they all went to bed. So now we go to. Oh, hang on. Not that button. Not that button. Put that to the back. It is now the morning. And let me just turn that on. Make sure that's on repeat. Hopefully it's on repeat. Gods, I hope it's on repeat. All right. So we begin today tap, 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 with a rap on the window. Tap, 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 tap. Crispy. Hum. Outside of your room within the inn, there's a tapping.
Hum has been staying up all night despite going to bed later. She just couldn't sleep, so she hears and sees what is going on, or sees the or she hears and goes to check what the rapping on the window is.
Well, if you're actually staying up all night as a character choice, you will need to take 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Yep, so that means that all of your checks are going to be at disadvantage for the day if you did not get any sleep at all. That's part of the rules, so...
Okay, so...
Yep, just make sure you mark down 1 point of exhaustion. Yep, all right. So, you go to the window, and there's a little owl there. A rather familiar little owl, in fact.
Oh. Hello, little one. Let me just open the window for you there.
You open the window, and the owl flies immediately over to Crispy and, starts nudging Crispy.
It's been a long night, little one. Crispora is still quite tired. You need my help? Do you need my help waking her up? Or is there anything that I can pass along to her?
The owl motions towards its leg, and there is a little message tied to it.
Let's see. Let me see if I could just untie that from you. And...
You readily untie it.
Okay. There we are. Good little one. Let's see what this message says.
All right, so you open up that message, and the script, it's in common, but it is very sloppily written, kind of miswritten, written a little bit, but it says along the lines of, hello there, kind stranger. Thanks for donating that gold to the farm. It's, well, like, at this point you see like there's scratching because, donating was not quite the right word, or generously giving to our farm. It's certainly hard and every bit helps. I'm glad you must know Drogar, probably. But thank you so much for your generosity. This owl was a lot nicer than the other one. Holy smokes. Sincerely, and then Drogar's dad's name that I didn't get is right here. So, yep.
Crispora must have sent over some gold of her own. It's very lovely. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to know that Drogar's family received the payment. I'll be sure to let Crispora know, little one.
All right. Whenever Crispora comes awake, we're going to jump over to the men's side of the inn. Gentlemen, what are you doing?
Well, Drogar would definitely be taking a rest right about now. He's just about to wake up.
What a nice rest. What say you gentlemen, are you up?
Veronan will kind of look over at him kind of shakily.
I will say for you, it's really blurry.
Oh, it's so bright in here. Oh, what did I do last night?
Drank a heavy load of that weird brown stuff. I think you said it was coffee.
Oh, I'm never touching that stuff again. I don't care how good it tastes. This stuff was oh. He has a little bit of a headache as he's waking up.
All right.
The light is not kind to me right now.
All right, Toba.
Once again, Toba is not in his bed.
All right. And I'm gonna assume we're gonna jump to the outside, cut to the outside where Toba is presumably at.
Thankfully, he's not near as far as he was last time. He's just outside on the opposite side of the men's dormitory with the window open. If you look out, you'll see he's there, still meditating.
Oh, okay.
With the
So, in
scimitar
fact,
still
let
resting
me.
on his tusks.
So, I've been a little busy.
Hey!
We have a map of Lord Bloom.
Woo!
So, Toba, where is your icon? PC icon. Loading. Oh no, why is it loading? Come on, don't do this to me. Alright, fine.
True.
No, gotta love technical difficulties, but I should just be able
The
to
struggle.
drag that. There we go.
Ta-da-da!
So the horse ranch Sparrow's Wing. Sparrow's Wing is 8 outside the men's room. It's going to be over here somewhere. I mean, it's not an exact map. This is just a rough map. It's outside. So, Toba, you're probably going to be reflecting on where you were and seeing the things last night. So it would have been freehand. Make sure this is a nice red color. So this right here is Otto's Emporium. That I didn't mean to cross it. I meant to underline it. And if I clear drawings, clear the drawings. You saw the shadowy figure. I'm going to be a little retconning because 3 a.m. Wabbit's a little different than actually trying to figure out what the heck happened last night, Wabbit. So the shadowy figure you saw was over here, and they went this way into just, this over here is just general town, nothing too important. You're not going to try and break and enter into everybody's room in my campaign.
Not with that attitude now.
Now that I'm... All right, back to board, Bloom.
Anyway, but no, Toba's just outside just outside right in front of the wall with the where the guys are staying.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't go as far this go around. So he's just sitting there meditating. He's a little, his eyes are actually open this time, but the scimitar is still resting across his tusks.
Mm-hmm. All right, and with that, Drogar and Veronan come stumbling out. Well, okay. Veronan kind of stumbles out. Drogar is like supporting him.
I appreciate that.
Are you gonna be able to stand by yourself now?
I believe so. I think I'm fine. Thank you.
All right, that's good.
If you insist. Toba, there you are again.
Morning.
How goes the meditation?
Morning, Drogar. Looks over at Veronan. Java boy.
Get your lesson while you can.
Sorry. Just a normal routine I do every morning. Plus, I've also doing a bit of reflecting, actually.
That's good for the soul, actually. And my teaching's the same. Mind if I join you?
By all means, the more the merrier. He pats an empty patch of grass to his left. Have a seat, friend.
Veronan will sit with him cross-legged, his hands on each of his knees. He closes his eyes.
Drogar is going to be looking at the two of them, and he's just thinking, he's like, I wonder if...
Would you mind if I were to join you? This is very strange to me, but I'm curious how this works.
Sorry. No, by all means, go ahead. He pats to the right of him.
All right, so then he just kind of crosses his legs, sits down with them, and just kind of relaxes.
All the boys are having a powwow outside for some reason.
And just like last time,
Now we're just missing the hot springs.
I'm sure that'll come later.
That's Hum has joined you. All right.
Maybe next episode.
All right. Hum walked out. Crispy, are you still asleep?
Nah, bro, I'm up.
All right. You see your owl. And you see that there's a letter that's unscrolled out in front of him. You read the letter from Drogar's father saying, like, thanks for the money. What the frick was with that giant owl before? All right.
Oh my.
All right. Do you go outside and join the others?
Yes.
All right. So you walk outside and you see all the boys are in a row. They're doing their cross-legged lotus position, and they're all just sitting, enjoying the moment. Hum is standing next to them.
So we'll look up.
Oops.
Morning, ladies.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Good morning to the two of you. Good to see everyone.
Morning.
Toba will look at, will look towards Hum. Take it you didn't sleep well.
I couldn't. I sort of got hit with some sort of realization. I needed to learn a lot of stuff and just so many thoughts on what to do just running through my head. I think I've learned a few new things now, though, so hopefully that can help.
I think I have to. Believe me, I just lost what I was going to say. Give me a second.
All right.
This is why I need to work on improv.
And here I thought elephants never forgot.
Shut up.
It's early.
Dude.
Early.
Improv can be very difficult for me as well, so I completely understand.
It helps to go off of the notes you have of your character. Say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
You have a guide.
I know where I was aiming for, but anyway, I think I got it.
Yep. While you were all discussing, you happen to spy Yuvan coming out and walking by. It's, good morning to y'all.
Morning, Yuvan.
He motions towards you. What are you guys doing? Can I join you in this? He's
Sure.
really confused.
Sure.
He slowly sits down, crosses his legs. At least attempts to, but some people really aren't that flexible. So he tries crossing them, but then ends up kneeling position. Is this okay?
I see you're of the Eastern influence.
Sure. He's very confused because East in our world may not necessarily mean whatever.
Who cares?
But yeah, so
Soon the entire town will join us in our cross section.
Yes.
Everyone's like, this looks nice. Let's join. Sit.
Yep, Max walking in.
Oh, come on! Really?
Max walking by. Hey, everybody! Nope. And he just leaves. He just walks right inside the Adventurers Guild.
Just put a Poland Abe Simpson just fucking.
Yeah.
Hum provides some ambient drumming for the guys to help meditate, I guess.
All right. I'll search for tracks. If I search for drums, I'm sure I'll find something. Not there. All right. So, all right. All right. So, Yuvan's like really confusing. It's like, are we waiting for something?
Close your eyes. Close your
I'm
eyes.
pretty sure that this is just
Okay.
meditation.
All right.
Helps wake up.
It's
On your
honestly, it's something I used to help me prepare for the day.
Right.
Like a morning, I guess for some religions, it's like a morning prayer.
Yeah, that would explain why Matt kind of just left. Churches really aren't his thing. But
Yeah. Well, for me, in my particular case, it's more of a druidic sort of thing.
Druidic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explained and he motions towards your tail. Would it explain that? I don't mean to be rude or anything if it's too much, but that's just weird.
Day one of training. Kind of a foobar. Was learning to beast. Yeah, I was trying to learn my beast morphs when I was shipwrecked, and he uses that tone a little shakily.
Mm-hmm.
I was learning to transform into different beasts of the island because where I was, they take form of creatures different from anywhere else.
You mean dinosaurs?
Oh, so you've heard of them?
So so at this point he shifts over because kneeling for that long on what's presumably really packed down dirt is kind of uncomfortable. He leans back and goes, "Were you at the Ichthyo Archipelago?" To which Toba, the Ichthyo Archipelago, where you were, that island, is part of it. So you must have heard something about it on your travels from the Ichthyopalgo all the way here to Wardbloom. Because from there to here, it's a several days journey on sea.
Yes, actually, yes. Quite of a journey, actually. I was specifically on the island of Sterachio.
Yeah, Sterachio. Okay, Sterachio, not Stricchio, as I heard. Let me just...
Think Styracosaurus, but Sterachio.
What the Styracosaurus? Okay, Sterachio. Okay, hang on, let me just write this down in my notes.
There you go.
Gotta catch them all.
No, Sterachio. Sterachio, right?
Right, and the denizens are
Okay.
called Styrachians.
Styrachians. Okay, that should be easy enough to remember, but
So
you
then if you're familiar with the archipelago, then I take it you're familiar with the Styrachians.
the Styrachians, the Ichthyo archipelago, it's going way back in my adventuring days, before I became leader of this guild. That's a super dangerous island chain.
It is.
And yeah, how in the world did you manage to get out of there alive? Man, those dinosaurs would have torn you apart. I mean, it's kind of he's a little hesitant on telling the story on how he knows of the Ichthyo archipelago.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Don't trouble yourself, friend. I don't mind explaining. I turn over to Veronan. I suppose I should probably explain where I've been. I suppose. Everybody, have a seat.
Humans, like, if we're gonna sit down and talk, we might want to do this in the bar, in the tavern, or.
Oh yeah, no. Sorry, you've got me. Sorry, I was in kind of the mood. It's dramatic effect. Come on.
All right,
man. Okay.
It's just a lot more comfortable in there. We can get drinks, a little food. That's
fair enough. His stomach starts growling.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair.
Yeah, I'll have Mac make some breakfast for all of us. All right. So he is going to.
No coffee for me, actually.
All right. So. All right. We're all going.
Man, that coffee helped you bless that goblin in the mines.
All right. Okay.
Don't change my mind.
Make sure everything is. All right, so I'm gonna drag everybody inside the guild, and let me just get everybody back out here. Token layer, and let's see, layer token, layer token, layer token. Mac's already there. He's getting his thing started for the morning. Even joins in. There's Toba. There is. These three.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, hello.
All right.
One of them catch your eye.
Like something you see?
like what you see?
All right. So everybody walks in, and you notice that Mac's up there at the tavern bar. He's like wiping things down, getting things ready. He's telling he's motioning to the dwarven servant that I named that dwarven servant yet?
No,
I thought you did. But
You
no.
never did.
How have I never done that yet? It's been 3
No,
episodes.
I don't know.
All
Was
right.
he the nameless one that brought us food that one time?
Yeah.
He peeks out the door. Yep. Except
Yep.
you can't call the nameless one. Call me Harry.
All right, Harry.
Thank you very
Hey, who you
kindly,
calling
Harry.
It's like I have.
Oh wait, I'm Wooly. Never mind.
It's like all my lore. I have too much lore in some places and not enough on others.
Yeah.
I feel that.
All right. Yeah,
I feel that's so hard.
Yeah, he's just going to be the faceless. There's only so much space, on this particular board. So as you walk in, Yuvin's like, "Hey, Mac," and he looks over towards a group of 3 women that are there, and the dark Drow looks over and goes, "Oh, hey, Yuvin, how you doing?" And Yuvin's like, "Oh God, it's Shireen. We're just here to get some morning coffee, isn't that right, ladies?" And next to her are 2 other women. One has very colorful hair that is pigments of yellow, blue, and red, and she just looks and nods. And there is another woman there who has horns on her head, green flowing locks going down. She's wearing a tunic. She's currently doing some crocheting, and she's like, "Oh, of course, of course." Shireen looks over. It's like, "Oh, I recognize you, Dragonborn. I recognize the little Genasi there." So yes, this is Shireen from the post office. Not quite on the job yet, but just about to get started.
Oh, she finally has a face.
I recognize you. Hello there.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. Oh, God, it was so funny when he came back. He looked all frazzled and oh, you should have seen it the moment he came back, but you were busy doing whatever it was.
Saying that, Drogar, I'm sure you also saw it too, Crispura. Your family received your funds. They received your gold.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you very much for this.
Yes, of course.
I'll take one of those coffees. Something tells me I'm gonna get a start to an even better day.
Oh dear.
Mac's like, all right, 2 orders of coffee, and he pours one just slides right in front of Drogar, pours another, slides it right in front of Veronan. Hang on. He takes a water pitcher and pours a little bit of water into that coffee, making it an Americano, except it wouldn't be an Americano because America doesn't exist in Opulencia, but never mind.
Opulencio.
Hey, you guys give me crap about the IPA. Come on.
Opulenciano.
Conapicano.
just as a warning, Drogar, coffee is incredibly bitter. Mac, you think you'll have any sugar back there, or any sort of thing to help sweeten it?
Actually, if I could make a suggestion, honey actually is a much better sweetener.
Ooh.
Honey,
Honey's a good sweetener.
What's
All right.
bears eat?
Yep. He's getting some stuff. Yep. So at this point, Mac's getting some drinks together. The non-alcoholic stuff. He's and the stuff is hang on. What would the equivalent of an Irish coffee be in this world? I haven't. Pardon me. I've written down. Yeah. No Irish coffee. Let's stay nice here. So he's getting honey and tea and together and all sorts of stuff. He slides out all the drinks to everybody. So as everything's going together, Duvin is just really uncomfortable just right now because he's constantly making glances over towards the 3 women that are there.
Are these regulars, Yuvin?
Yeah, they are. They're very much regulars. Oh, come on. Wait, did I not write down? Oh, shoot. Hang on. I'm looking at my notes. Looking at the notes. Okay, so I wrote down the names, but I forgot to write down their organization. It was... where is that other... Fortunately, I keep all my lore in more than one place in case of backups. Oh, God. Let's see. Organization... Was it under... yes, of course. All right. So... those 3 women make up the Plain Rubies. They have been part of this guild for a while now. And, I've known them, and Shireen is... she's a personality, isn't she?
I bet she is. Barely even met her, and already she's made quite the impression.
A rather contagious one, I might say.
She's a massive She loves to hear everything. Just be cautious what you say. Are you talking mean about me? No, of course not. You're a wonderful part of this wonderful guild. What was it? The pause? Nothing.
I was just saying it was very lovely to meet you. You make quite the impression.
Of course. Oh, you can sit with us. There's plenty of room. And she grabs a chair from another one of the tables, drags it over to her, and there's two guys that are we're trying to save that, and she shoots him a glance. It's nope, it's all right. Come on, you can sit by us.
My kind of ladies.
Oh, Drogar. Oh, hello, honey. How you doing?
Doing just fine with this coffee.
Oh, the coffee. That's pretty good stuff. And Dranfi's looking. Oh, you also have horns on your head. Would you be from the Feywild? And Shireen is you can't just ask if someone's from the Feywild when you first meet them.
He just looks at her just really confused and just.
A wild? No, where is that? I come from Bargash Farm.
The farm. Oh, that's wonderful.
This
the
is
Feywild.
awkward.
It's and so Rochelle at that point is just like rolling her eyes, and she's kind of just doing nothing. Joan Fee, while she's crocheting, she puts that aside, and she's like, "Oh, well, I'd be happy to explain the Feywild to you. So, we live in Kovacia, right? But what if I told you there's another Kovacia?"
There's another Kovacia?
Well, sort of. Shireen's like, it's not another Kovacia, it's like another Opulencia. Don't confuse the poor lad. And Joanne's like, one step at a time. So, our world is here. And she holds out one hand as one world. And then she holds out her left hand as, and this would be the Feywild. She puts her hands together, making kind of, holding her hands together. They sort of interact in the same space, but in different planes of existence. Almost. It's a little complicated. But wait, if you ever want to visit the Feywild, let me know. I can probably help guide you there.
That sounds amazing. I would love to see this place.
Shireen is like, did you tell him about the killer plants? Joan F's like, shh. Well, you know how out here we have wolves and bears and, other such dangerous things, bandits even. In the Feywild, it's more like giant killer plants, weird oozes, but it's so beautiful at sunset. Oh my goodness, you would not believe the colors that you would see, pinks and reds and all sorts of greens. It's really a beautiful place.
I must see this place one day. This sounds amazing. Minus the killer plants. That's a little strange.
Oh, I know. Just stick to the paths, and you should be fine. And Shireen's like, you mean the paths that constantly change all the time? Well, yes, it's because of the magic that's there. Here in our world, magic is relatively stable, but out in the Feywild, it's run wild. That's why it's, she mentions to herself, because she herself, not only does she have horns on top of her head, but now she shows her robes, and she's got goat legs down there.
You're part animal?
Well, I'm a satyr, so... Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a satyr, so, yep, horns, the legs, cute little fluffy tail. It looks like she's wiggling her butt. It's like, oh, right, the robe, you can't really see that.
As much as I thought it'd probably be for the best that I don't, being a professional and all.
Shireen's like, I don't think Joanne Fee was hating on you. And Rochelle over there makes certain hand gestures that are deliberate of some sort. It's not like, she's waving her hand. No, it's like she's putting her fist on top of her palm and then her fingers crossed. And Shireen is like, okay, fine. Rochelle said, yes, she did.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Duly noted. Perhaps another time.
Of course. All right. So, meanwhile, the rest of you, I've been trying to multitask getting these notes in for the Plain Rubies because I forgot to write it in this one other program I've got. Shireen, Joanne Fee, and Rochelle. That's what she was called. Yep. So the girl with the very colorful hair is Rochelle. So the rest of you, why do my music stop? Oh, come on. Why does it not want to keep looping this music?
Okay, there we go.
Hopefully,
Jesus.
I had to play again. So the rest of you are, talking it up with Mac and Yuvan. And at some point, Yuvan goes, well, hopefully your friend there won't be too disappointed. But no major jobs come in today. Yeah.
That's fine.
Some days are like that, right? You guys have been pretty busy. What with bandits and goblins, was it?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I know Ruffin went off to, put those papers back to wherever. It's dwarven stuff. But other than that, yeah, I guess the day's yours if you want to just run around. You guys have you guys really explored the town much?
Hum has been distracted this whole time with Drogar being with the plain rubies.
And Mac is like, I think someone has a crush. Yuven's like, shut it. And at this point, you're basically seeing Shireen just fawn over Drogar, trying to get his attention, but Drogar is more or less listening to Joanne, who's telling him about something called a Feywild.
Yeah, she's uncomfortable and worried, and then when one of them mentions about the crush, it catches her attention. What? Sorry?
Yuven just elbows Mac, you idiot. No, never mind that. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot to this town, but you can certainly, take some time to explore it, because you never know, you might find something interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, there's, there's residential areas, but there's other more important stuff. Get to know the town, right? You've been here for 2 days, and you've barely set foot in here and stayed.
That may be a little true.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess you could say I got a head start. Still kind of reflecting on what happened last night before we went to bed.
And Hum makes mention of her wandering the first night.
Oh, the wandering. So Yuven, it's like, oh, you were just wandering the residential district with houses. I mean, nothing wrong with a night stroll. Yeah.
Aye.
But he looks over to you, Toba, and it's like, what happened last night?
Let me answer your question with one of my own. How many people work at the, was it the Emporium?
Otto's Emporium.
How many people work at Otto's Emporium? And who?
Okay, so Yuven at that point goes, there should be 4 or 5. I'm not too privy on all the registry there, but there's like a tall blue dragon guy called Phyllis, and Matt goes, Philistine. Oh, right, Philistine. No, Philistine, rather. It's kind of odd. There's Arbord, who's kind of like us, just with blonde hair. There is Perilva, who's a dwarf. There's... Oh, he turns to Max. He's like, who's that tall red elf character? And Mac's like, oh yeah, her. Why is the name slipping me? That's kind of weird. That's like Cynthia, I think. And Yuven's like, Cynthia, right? I think there's like a half orc that works there as well, but that's. I mean, there's more than one person that works at that store, so.
I asked because I noticed somebody kind of tampering around with the Emporium last night. It seemed it was a little hard to see, but it looked like they had some sense of urgency to them. Would you know anything about that?
Urgency? I mean, I guess one of them would stay the night and the other one would leave because, one works the front, one works the back, and then when night comes, whoever works in the front goes to the back for, security. And then the other one would just head home for the night. I'm guessing. I'm not in charge of Otto's Emporium, so.
Well, you'll forgive me. Somebody sneaking around at me, acting suspicious. That tends to catch my attention.
That is very much true. So, thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Above game, would that click with anything that I saw that night, or?
So what are you asking about that? So what you saw last night is that Philistine, the tall blue Dragonborn, was closing up shop. All the, the windows started closing and all that. Lights went out, and then from the back. Because the distance between you and... Let's head back to the map of Wardbloom. So, you were... Free hands. You were about halfway between the Adventurers Guild of Cavacia, and this is the inn here. And if I were... Oh, hang on. Can I... What does that do? Oh, that's what that button does. Neat.
Oh.
All right. Good to know. That is very dangerous information. Very dangerous information.
Oh, no.
Clear drawings. All right. I said clear drawings. Thank you. Did it work? Oh, hang on.
No, it didn't.
Okay, because I was on the wrong layer. All right, maps and backgrounds. So if I go back to freehand, make this a nice red. You were standing about here last night. I thought I said to get rid of that fill. Why is it? Uh-oh. Oh, that's...
Oh, no.
Yeah, the transparency with that gray and black. It's down the lower right, you can barely see it. So yeah, you would be standing right about there. And this right here is the building. The shadow that you saw leave was about here, and it was going back this way. So it's not very well lit. The distance between you and here is about a block or so. So that's like 300, 400 feet. So you wouldn't be able to, I mean, the Philistine being a very tall blue dragon, that's, from a distance, you can tell, because there's not a lot of Dragonborns around here.
Right.
But from the dark shadow that left, it looked smaller somehow, which, from what you've been told, is that you've now learned that there is Perilva, a female dwarf. There's Cynthia, who's a female Eldrin. There's a half-orc, and even Arbor works there. So you know that there are multiple employees that work there. So...
Just...
Deep in
Maybe
thought,
who
are
you
we?
saw last. Maybe who you saw last night was one of the other workers.
Probably. But then it looks down at the focus. Then why would the focus be glowing in that particular direction if something was off?
Focus? Max looks over and is like, "Whoa, is that a wasp?"
Yeah.
Oh, cool. He like leans in. He's like, "Can I hold it?"
Sorry, it's in tune to me. I'm afraid it's a druid thing.
No.
Actually, what I can say. It belonged to the original, to the first archdruid of the Strakians. He went by the name of Armadon of Strakio.
Okay, Armadon of Strakio. Where is
Armadon,
notes?
spelled
Yep.
R-A-R.
Hang on, let me get my notes out so that way. Okay, shift and all right. So Armadon, is that right?
Yes,
Armadon.
M-A-D-O-N.
Original arch druid.
And in case Retro and Jay are thinking it, yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
I love it when my
Okay.
players keep secrets from me because then I have to rewrite all of my lore.
Yay!
That's okay. I can adjust.
I took the name from another source.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Armadon. All right. All right, that's gonna go into.
I see what you did there.
Yes, I did. I told you you'd catch it.
All right, I'm trying to. Okay, move file.
While I was doing that fun little fact, when I was thinking of characters, I was thinking about playing a. There's actually a dinosaur race called that's a homebrew called the Saurians, and one of them was a Triceratops, and if I did play him, I was going to name him Marmazon.
Yeah, but you're only allowed one homebrew just because. Yeah, all homebrew tries to be balanced to the main rules.
Druid.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Okay.
Yeah, for people who are listening, it's like my rules. Yeah, I'm the DM. I do allow some homebrew, but I allowed all my players like one homebrew race or subclass or anything like that, solely because. Why is it not? Oh, this. I'm not sure why the music does not want to loop on me. Maybe it's because I hit the wrong button. But yeah, homebrew tries to be balanced with like the main rules of D&D, but homebrew is very rarely balanced against other homebrew. So when you have multiple homebrew, you can get some really broken stuff, which can be fun, but a little hard to balance around. So that's my reasoning as a DM. So I like giving my players some freedom, but there's also a couple limitations. And Yuvan is like, listening into your story. That's interesting.
So.
He leans over to Mac, And it's like, you okay watching this place for a moment? Yeah, let me just go walk around for a bit. It's, yeah, Mac's like, oh, is Shireen giving you the eyes again? And, you know, you look over and Shireen, completely bored with Drogar at this moment because Drogar's paying attention to Joanfi, is just looking right at Yuvan, smiling, kind of waving. It's like, Yuvan's like, serve them their coffee. I'm just,
Oh
my God.
It's like, oh, yeah, sure.
Which one should we
Like,
get?
is she doing the thing where it's like she's like twirling around her like fingers and like this sort of
She is now. She's got the hair and the finger.
He's trying to be flirtatious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac leans over. It's like,
Her
man,
hand
Shireen.
out. She just has her hand out and like this like waving thing, but it's like the only things that are moving are like our fingers. They're like waving.
Yeah, Mac just leans in. It's like, yeah, that thing about Shireen. It's like she meets any nice guy and she tries on their last name immediately. It's kind of creepy.
I'm sorry, above game. Which one's Shireen?
Shireen is the drow.
Yeah, she's the dark one that's furthest away from Drogar. Anyway.
So the day is yours to explore the area because there's not much else going on right now. It's not like I have something planned for later. Oh no.
Does it have anything to do
Yeah, he's already
with
gone. I was
wild
gonna say he's-
place?
I've
say,
made
is
my
it too late
sandbox
to-
now. Play in it.
Fair enough.
All right, so we're gonna jump over to Drogar, and Joanfi is, and, you know, talking about, you know, all the things in the Feywild, and sometimes you'll even have little itty bitty dragons flying towards you. They're not much larger than a Jack Russell Terrier. It's quite interesting, actually. They're friendly, but they're a little odd.
Fascinating. Do they make good pets?
Oh, I wouldn't say they would make good pets. That they're a little temperamental. And you know, she looks out the window and it's like, "Oh my goodness, look at the time! Ladies, I think we need to be going for, you know, motions for Shireen." And Shireen's like, Oh, yes, of course, the job." She like downs her coffee all in one gulp, slams it on the table. Yes, it's like, shoot, I just named that. Where was
It was something like Ruby
Harry?
something.
It was Harry.
Oh, Harry.
Yeah. Yeah, Shireen's like, "Harry, we got a couple cups to take away," and Harry like begrudgingly comes out of the kitchen, sighing. "Yes, of course." And Martin takes it up, and, you know, Shireen like tosses him like 2 gold. He takes it, pockets it, "Thank you for your patronage." He just walks away. And Mac is like, "Oh man, Shireen, you know she never tried on my last name. I wonder why that is. No idea." And Shireen just, you know, quickly just glares at him because Mac would have said that loud enough for at least her to hear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
So at this point, objects and tokens. All right, so Shireen's like, "All right, well, back to the post office for me. You two ladies have fun." And she makes some deliberate motions towards Rochelle. Rochelle makes deliberate motions towards her. And all 3 ladies up and walk out the door to go about their days.
And he just kind of waves them off and rejoins in between Crispy and Crispy and Hum.
Just at the bar. I mean, this just ended up being like a default layout. I mean, theater of the mind, right?
Yep. He just comes back and he's just like,
I've learned so much about this weird and crazy world of ours. Did you know that there's a Feywild?
Oh yeah, the Feywild. Yeah. Oh gosh, she got you all about that, huh?
I could tell from the look on your face you seemed very fascinated.
I am. I want to see this place, except for those killer plants. I don't want to be messing with those. But the rest of it sounds wonderful.
he just keeps going on about like he just keeps going about the Feywild, like just a jittery as he's holding his cup of coffee.
Oh boy, Mac is like, you know, maybe I should try and get a lower calf. Maybe I should. What's this thing you call decaf? I think it's called. Yeah, let me want to make an order for that. And she's just cleaning.
I just imagine Crispy's just been leaning, just actively listening the entire time.
And Tom is just sort of leaning away from the potential spill of coffee.
Yeah. All right. So,
a quick question. Would Hum know anything about the Feywild as well?
Would you know anything about the hang on. So you probably know something because you are bard and you would, songs come from all over.
Yeah.
And the Feywild would certainly be a very interesting topic. The Feywild is not necessarily a massive secret place. The Feywild is definitely, much like Opulentia, it's a world, kind of exists kind of like in a quasi-plane of its own, but still within the material plane.
Yeah.
And you would, the ways, there are, songs about cautioning, about making deals with the Fey, and don't do that. And there are other warnings about stay away from the woods, else you might end up in a fairy circle or something like that. So the Feywild is known, but there's certainly a lot of mystery around it because most townsfolk don't really ever leave their town.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would know something about the Feywild. It's popular enough for that.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I need to make a roll for anything specific.
Anything for what specific would you like to?
Like possible dangers or maybe possible
dangers?
lies that being told to him.
Lies about the Feywild. All right, go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay, what's survival again?
That'll be at the bottom of your proficiencies.
Yeah, I'm
all the way at the bottom.
Proficiencies. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where my skills and abilities are.
There it is.
Survival,
okay.
Survival.
There you go.
There it is.
Okay. All right.
6.
6. Yeah, the Feywild sounds dangerous.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where if this place exists, you don't want to stay in the wrong place for too long.
Yeah.
Yes.
It figures that being the danger-seeking sort that you are, that it would excite you as much as it does.
All right. Yep. So we're gonna assume hours passed by. Max slowly cleaning up the tables, passing them up, not the tables, the dishes and coffee cups. And he's like, I'm only giving you all 1 cup of coffee today. He points directly at Veronan for that.
So you'll notice Veronan's actually not even touched the coffee that's been given to him, and he's taken a very somber demeanor.
Are you going to finish that?
Not for you. And Mac just grabs the cup and dumps it on the floor and just puts the cup away. And Harry's like, I have to sweep that later, Prestidigitation. Shireen will take care of it. Don't worry.
He just gets really upset.
I can see it now. Frickin' Drogar starting a coffee business, calling it Drogar Bucks.
Drogar Bucks.
Drogar Bucks.
Yep, that's it. Cannon.
From the freshest beans of the Drogar farm.
Yep. So,
oh my goodness.
At that point, Max, it's like, well, you guys ate breakfast. The day is yours. If you guys want to do me a favor, there's no payment involved, but it'd just be a nice favor and all.
Like what?
I don't. I don't see
there's a church that's nearby here. Just pop in and see if you can find Georgie.
Who's Georgie?
Okay, so on the very first night that you got here, you did hear of the name Georgie, and so Mac's like, oh yeah, he used to own this whole place, the Adventures Guild here in Wardbloom, but he passed on the title to Yuvan. But every now and then he's up there. I'm kind of, I'm somewhat busy today, so I can't really go visit him.
Is there any kind of message you want us to give him, or?
Oh no, just check up on him. He is an old guy, so
What exactly does he look like?
Oh, he's about this tall, and he puts his hand out right next to his hip. So it's 2.5 feet, maybe 3 feet tall. It's about the old, wrinkly, kind of bald. Then you'll definitely know it's him.
All right then.
We'll certainly keep an eye out for him.
Yep.
Sure.
Just let him know that, Matt keeps in touch. Sorry, I've been so busy. Maybe we'll share a drink later. But, yeah, he looks over and, people are starting to come in, just various townsfolk coming in for their morning coffees. And Mac's like, rush hour is going to be happening soon. Well, if you guys are done, could you mind clearing the bar so that way more people can come in and have drinks?
I
Don't mean to be rude.
I go on. Don't
No,
go outside.
it's okay.
no, understandable.
I've been hoping to see the town in daylight anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right. So everyone is now outside of Wardbloom, and we're just gonna go back over here to the map actually. So here on this map screen, you will see that the buildings that are numbered, those are the quote-unquote important buildings. The other places are just farmland, residential buildings, something that, as of right now, isn't really story relevant unless you want to try and steal something later down the road. But you guys certainly have no reason to become thieves, because if you do, the DM has tools and toys. I get to unleash the fun stuff. But nonetheless, to go over this map, the Adventurers Guild is number 1, which is... Yep. Adventurers Guild of Covacia. The post office, it's right over here. That's where you would send letters and stuff. The Royal Passage Coach Service, which you guys used on the first session in order to get back into here. This is where they kept their stuff. 9 is the Horse Ranch. So, like, all the horses and stuff would be over here.
Bonnie!
Yep, ponies. All right. Miles Emporium is right there. That's your general store. We've got the local smithy, just for blacksmithing stuff, because there's going to be at least one of these. The Church of Wardbloom is over here. Parsonage is over here. And number 8 is the Sparrow's Wing Inn. So that is, that's just for everyone's information on getting, the lay of the land, as it were. So, we're here in Wardbloom. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Well, Drogar, with a mission in mind, is obviously going to go over to the church to go find Georgie.
All right.
Would
Hum
anybody
is
like to come with me?
Sorry.
Hum is just she's still trying to wake up, and she's still I guess still kind of a little on edge from the women earlier, so she doesn't really hear the request.
He just slowly walks over, and he still has the cup of coffee.
You were supposed to... Does Mac notice that there's a cup missing?
You hear, like, from the inn, wait a minute!
Jesus, get out of here! Run!
Quickly pass it. I'll take it.
So, where is that? Oh, come on, where's that PNG? Matt comes storming out. It's like, oh, sorry, I think I miscounted. You want to finish that real quick?
He just passes it over to Hum, and is like, just
Just drink it.
At this point, it's like very cool. It's not even hot coffee. It's just
not even hot coffee. It's just
it's a drink. It's warm. It's like not even warm bean juice. It's like cold bean juice.
There's a chicken ice coffee.
It's almost like room temperature.
Hum notices back and just downs it before handing the cup over.
Thank you very much. And Mac just instantly runs back inside.
he just slowly deflates and just goes.
I'm sorry, Drogar.
There'll be another cup another day.
I will be.
I'm sure there will.
How is
You're
Drogar
not
looking, by the way?
missing much. I'll say that.
What's that?
I said, how is Drogar looking, by the way?
I was what? Sorry, you kind of.
How was Drogar looking right now, by the way, after the coffee?
He's just. I can kind of see him as a lot more awake. Probably his pupils would be just a little bit more dilated. he's just kind of tip tapping whenever he's standing still, just kind of a little impatient almost, but not really.
Yep.
It's kitty time, stupid.
Yep. All right, so Drogar is going towards the church. Where are the rest of you going to go?
Veronan's actually going to go towards the church as well.
All right.
Toba will join.
All right, Toba joins at the church.
Hum is going to go over to the Emporium.
Okay. All right. I'm just getting things set up in the background here. All of this. All right. Where did I keep? There we go. Emporium. You're
all broke.
Yep. All right. And Crispy, where would you like to go?
Crispy is going to be joining the men at the church. You know how they say there's a ladies' man. She's the man's lady.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. We are going to go to the church first and foremost. So, okay.
Creepy.
Yep, I need to add in Crispy here. Make sure Crispy's nice and large.
She's
I was like, right down the window. Lady, that is disrespectful. Get down from there.
It's just a background, guys. Nothing too crazy. All right.
It's the background.
Where did I keep the good music for this? Oh, you mean to tell me that I didn't? Hang on. Manage audio. The fun fact is, I could just look up immediately what I want. Except tabletop audio doesn't have it. Thanks. Great. Perfect. All right. We're just going to throw. No, not Cultist Cavern. That's a little too on point. For a church. Gateway to Hell? No.
No.
No. Nutter Bar.
What the devils?
No. Okay, there's a lot of horror stuff here. Let's.
Little Debbie's, Twinkies, Nutter Butter.
Oh, hang on. Let me just add that.
Klaatu Barada Nixo says what?
All right, I'm looking at all this wonderful music, and it's all great music, but none of it is like holy music. It's all like kill demons, kill goblins, sewers, skirmish. Oh, hang on. Let me listen to this. That'll do. Yeah. All right. Let's add that to the game.
It's heavy metal.
No, it isn't. It should be.
Hard rock. Hallelujah.
Straight up. Just freaking no, it isn't.
All right.
Ooh.
That should do it, right?
That's pretty.
All right.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Hopefully it loops. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't, but as you walk up to the church, Drogar, Toba, Veronan, and Crispy, you start, so from outside the tavern, you start walking down the road, and to the right, you pass by the Otto's Emporium, and you're not really paying attention to what's going on there. Like, it's not even open yet. And you're walking by, and to the right-hand side of you as you're walking up are all the residential buildings, and to the left is going to be the church, and quite possibly one of the most beautiful botanical gardens you have ever witnessed. It is large. It is all sorts of flowers of all sorts of colors. You've got lilies. You've got, purple amethyst flowers. You've got the blue ones. I'm not a botanist, all right? you just got like a ton of flowers that are just all over the place, and they're beautifully arranged in gardens. And the church itself is not like mega church large. It's like very much small town church, but it's up there. It has a recognizable symbol that's like, oh yeah, it's got to be a god somewhere. And you step inside, and you basically walk directly into what is the main auditorium section with all the pews in front of you. And there's not a whole lot of people here. There's, the pastor may not be the right word for this, but, the leader of the church is there. And you have, possibly a couple nuns. But there's one particular character that strikes you as interesting. If I overlay, let me bring him down. Sitting in one of the pews, eyes closed, hands in front of him, is a very small old man.
I'm assuming this must be who you're looking for.
That must be Georgie.
Oh, and he looks around and says, "Oh, I don't recognize all of you." And he it's clear that he steps off the pew. He goes from sitting to standing, but his height doesn't change at all. And he walks over to you. hands behind the back, very much the Japanese old person kind of look.
Yeah.
And this is a halfling who is walking up to you. It's like, oh, yes. Hello, I am Georgie. What did you need this wonderful evening? Well, it's not evening, it's morning. Sorry, when you get to be... How old do halflings live? Hang on, I need to check this. When you get to be my age, it's, what was I saying? Oh, come on. I'm trying to multitask here. Halfling race, how long do they live? I think it's like a couple hundred years, right?
Yeah, at the very least, I think it's like at least 200 around there. 200, 250.
Control F, right. Age. No, okay, thank you. I know the word managed has the word aged in it. Oh, hang on. Reaches the age of adulthood and generally lives into the middle of his or her second century. All right,
yep.
So he's like 200. At least 200. It's pretty clear. I mean, to us as humans, it would be like somebody in their 70s or so, but to halflings, it would be in their 200s.
Yep.
So, forgive me, old age and all that. But how might I help you for?
Oh, yes, the fellows back at the guild were sending us to check in on you, see if you were all right.
How are the boys doing?
Oh, just very busy. Apparently lunch rush is just about to start.
Yes, early lunch. I remember my days running that guild even. So is Yuvan doing all right?
He just kind of taps his chin and he's like, how do I go about this? Because he doesn't really pay too much attention. He's just trying to rack his brain like, oh, what am I supposed to say? He just looks over to Crispy like, what am I doing?
It's okay. I believe he's doing all right. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, he is quite young to be a leader. He's, to me, he's young. He's been there since I was, 180 something. It's been quite a journey for me and him. But, unfortunately, the only thing I can't really fight off is old age. None of us can. But, it's good to know. And how is the cook doing? The thin, balding one, the one who's kind of ornery all the time. What was his name? Mickey?
Harry?
I believe it was Harry.
Harry? Oh no, that's the dwarf. I meant the really tall, annoying one.
Oh, him. Right.
It was. I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it was Mickey.
It's Mac.
Forgive Georgie. He's an old man.
He is an old man. He doesn't.
Are you quite possibly talking about Mac?
Oh yes, of course, Mac. He was a real fire starter. He is. He's a good person. Very much a good person. Oh yes, and
Smarter.
I would assume he's the one who sent you out to look for me.
Yes, it was him.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Well, he does have a bit of a soft spot. He might act a bit aloof and all that, but here at the Church of Veleth, it's every now and then it's he's like definitely of the old age where it's like his train of thought is like leaving the station before he gets on.
Yeah.
It certainly seems like that.
I love it though.
Yeah, yes. I love it. I love this character.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, Mac. It's. I don't. You weren't here to, pray to any of the gods, are you? And he looks over to you, Toba. He notices what insignia is that on your chest there? He's pointing to your wasp.
This is a druidic charm.
Oh, druids!
Are you familiar with the island of Styrakio?
Styrakio? At this point, it's like, if human beings had icons in front of them, this would totally be the Mac loading icon just spinning in front of him.
Oh god, the spinning beach wall of death. Oh my god.
Dial-up noises.
You just hear the friggin' startup noise. It's just like ding.
No, you're just hearing dial-up noises.
AOL freaking dial-up noise.
The good old AOL noise.
Toba holds his hands out. That's okay, sir. Cut a long story short. It's a rite of passage for druids. It's passed from the archdruids down. I'm just happen to be one of the next in line to the people of Storakio, which is actually usually odd. The tribes they're usually made up of more reptilian people. Yuan-Ti, turtle, lizard folk. Looks at Drogar, the occasional dragon folk. I think I've seen one or two when I was there. Not often they bring in a mammalian, such as myself. I was, I guess you could say, a happy accident.
Hey.
Shifty eye.
At this point, his mind's kind of, I wonder, and he starts walking over towards the front of the church. And the front of the church, I know this picture has like the big stained glass windows. That's kind of just like random background stuff I drew. But towards the front of the church, between all, beneath the stained glass windows, there are numerous, it looks like little altars of some sort. And there's one that's large in the center. It has a beautiful woman that's veiled over, and her hands are extending out to either side, and there's like a bowl in front of her. But to the left and the right of her are smaller, different, little statues or little, I'm trying to think. It's like, oh, jeez. This is the part where it's like, do I want Google to know I look up cult stuff? I probably shouldn't say that. But there's, oh God, how do I put it? So, in Skyrim, you go to like one of the altars and like all those stone things. It's kind of like that. Except, yeah. So like all the altars of the gods and whatever. He goes over and looks at them. It's like, oh no, it wouldn't be Genasi. It wouldn't be Hune. It wouldn't be Aemon either. Trying to think. He like slowly, turns back over to you, Toba. It's like, dinosaur gods ring any bells?
Yes, actually.
Oh, yes. Something about
from my training, the one they focus on is one in the form of a Quetzalcoatlus, like a large pterosaur.
A large pterosaur. Okay, now let me just rewrite some of this lore.
Sorry, I should have brought that to you.
Oh no, it's pterosaur. So is that herbivore or is that carnivore?
Oh, Quetzalcoatlus is a carnivore.
Okay, carnivore. So Quetzalcoatl. So
Quetzalcoatlus. Like really, really. Basically, think of like a Neanderthalic pelican.
Yep. Update all links because this software does that. Yep. I may or may not have made dinosaur gods already, but yep. Yeah, just the two. One for carnivores and one for that's gonna be later. And Georgie goes, oh yes, that'd be one of the two major dinosaur gods. He's trying to remember something, but he's old. It's like, forgive me, in my old age, it's awfully foggy, but honestly, some days it's just worse than others. And so are you looking for the dinosaur gods, or?
I'm actually looking for a larger focus in the form of an egg that's made from the same amber as my focus here. It was stolen by outlanders. Unfortunately, individuals from the... Hold on, let me double check my notes. From the Anathelian Empire invaded the shores. And their leader ran off with one of our... We ran off with one of our eggs. It's a prize specific. It's an important artifact for the druids.
What was that? He's like trying to think of something. What was his name? Zadok? What was it? I don't.
Well, hold on. What does he say?
Zadok. or something. It's been a very...
Toba begins to growl at that name and his fist kind of clenches.
Oh, at this point, Georgie's like, oh, fellas prevail me,
No, forgive me.
Oh, okay. It's not me, it's the no. You certainly wouldn't hit an old halfling in his 200s, would you?
No, of course not. My apologies.
No.
I ran into that individual. It was not... I guess for now I could say I was thankful I was there to help save... Yeah, I was able to help Starakio avoid a complete takeover by Zadok and those Anathelian elves. But he needs to be... Many people don't know about it because they keep themselves on the down low, but I fear they have a ulterior motive, and that's why I need to at least recover the egg, at most stop Zadok.
Certainly have your journey. Perhaps. He's looking back over at the statues. I don't think any of the druidic gods, if those are even a thing for you. Some druids are more nature, but it seems like to you, I'm just turning down some music on my end. But seems like you know what you're doing, at least. I never did get your name.
Oh, apologies. I probably should have led with that. Thunderdon, Toba Thunderdon.
Wonderful to meet you. Former
captain of a group of privateers.
Yes. Well, you can call me Georgie. And it's
pleasure. He holds his hand out to shake him. Me to shake.
Yep. Georgie reaches up to shake it, and it's a very weak grip because he's an old man.
Well, Toba minds his strength when he grips.
Yep. Of course, I'm not going to make you roll a strength check or anything with that.
No.
Not against Georgie. No.
Not Georgie.
Yeah.
And
he's already one of my faves.
Yep. And he looks up and at what's your name, Dragonborn?
I am Drogar Bargash of the Bargash Farms.
The Bargash Farm.
West. Yes.
I believe it's south from here, isn't it?
To be honest, I have no which way.
Yes, it is. I may or may not have been some lore. It's totally to the south.
Right. South. I'm sorry, I have no idea which way is up and down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're coming from a poor family, you wouldn't have gotten very far to Wardbloom, so I may have written something of that. We'll see that in the future.
The future.
Yep.
I can't wait to see this.
Probably not tonight. Yep. Then he looks over and what? Oh goodness, you are shiny. Are you celestial by any chance? He's looking at you, Veronan.
Most Aasimar, yes, are shiny. My name is Veronan Fellsworn.
Veronan! I shall try to remember that. And he looks up and then, down to Crispy. He was expecting, the height difference not to be that. Oh my goodness. And you're awfully small for a Genasi, aren't you? What is your name, my dear?
My name would be Crispora, but you may call me Crispy.
Crispy. I'll try not to forget. After all, I am 200 years old, but welcome to Wardbloom. He tries to stretch his arms outwards as like a big motion, but he starts catching himself. Up. I'm fine. Catches his hand on the pew. It's like, a little unsteady these days, unfortunately. So we are going to jump from there to Otto's place. Click this button. Stop that. All right, everything should be good. So at this point, you would have seen, the rest of your group wander off. You probably would have wandered the streets for a bit because you're and you walk over towards the Otto's Emporium, and you see that the sign's open, the windows are open, and you happen to see a dwarven woman
I would, but I don't think you've changed the scene just yet.
Whoops. Yep. All right, hang on. Autos.
There we go.
What time is it? 12:48. Yep, it's loopy wabbit o'clock.
Oh boy.
All right, so thank you so much for. Yeah, if I happen to screw something up, if the music changes but the scene doesn't, please yell at me. So, we are here at Otto's Emporium as you go about and are about to walk in. You're just about outside. You happen to look inside, and you see that there is a dwarven woman in the store, and they are talking to Yuvin.
Oh.
Yep, you have not entered inside the store yet. What would you like to do?
She looks in. I guess he's talking to her about what happened last night. I do want to at least stop by Ruffin's area. Maybe I should pick up some oats. I'll try to be quiet about it.
All right, so what are we trying to do right now?
She is going to quietly, despite the little bell, just quietly walk in and just take a mosey around, see if there's anything that she could purchase.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check for me.
Okay, I've just rolled a 19.
19. Okay.
Wow.
And for a total of. So whatever your stealth value is, add that to.
+3. Oh my gosh.
That's a 22, I believe.
Yeah.
22 on stealth. You carefully open that door, slowly, and slip in, and it appears that Yuvin and this dwarven woman are having a bit of a conversation, real quiet-like. And as you open that, the bell does not ring. They do not notice you entering.
Oh, good. Now let's see. I suppose just looking around here.
All right, so you're looking around, and it's a relatively quiet store. It's just you, Yuvin, and this dwarven woman that's there. Where is the music? Let me just turn down the music a little touch on my end. So as you're milling about, you hear this conversation between the two. And when you first entered, Yuvin is like, I just need to make sure that you're not making any mistakes here. All right? Don't relax. Don't worry about it. I'm good for that sort of thing. No. I don't think you get it. I know they're new, and I trust you to do the right thing here, but just be careful. All right? Now, they seem awfully nice enough. They were in here before. True, but Otto, I'm really worried. Okay? Just be careful, all right? And the dwarf goes, it's Hrilva. Right. Sorry, it's Hrilva. Right. Okay. And with that, Yuvin walks out the door, and you hear the ding, ding, and, from where you are milling about the GM layer. And from there, it's just you. Yuvin did not see you with, you rolled really high. So I'm just going to give that. You managed to get into the store. They didn't notice you, and you heard that little bit of conversation.
Yeah. Then just continues looking initially and then goes over to the front and...
Hi, how can I help you, darling? And you see that there's the dwarven woman right there, and she's got braids all over her hair. It's like braids that go into other braids down the backside. And she, leans up to the counter and is like, how can I help you?
Hello. You wouldn't happen to know where there's feeds for animals, would you?
Feed. Let me see if and she runs over to parchment and well, I suppose guess sugar cubes will work, right, for animal feed?
That'll do quite nicely.
Sure, let's see. I mean, it's not really here on my list, but I'll make it happen. It's there are horses nearby. Of course, there's going to be something in there for them, right? See, I'll make that run you. How many sugar cubes would you like?
I'll say a good 4.
4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I'll give them to you for 1 silver.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
So,
I'm
hang
silver
on.
then.
Yep, silver. So, in case you don't have a silver, what you can do is remove 1 gold, add 9 silver.
Yeah.
Because that way the conversion, because conversion rates, 10 copper, 1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold, then 10 gold is 1 platinum. Electrum is like a weird half coin that I don't plan on using. Yeah.
I looked at it. I just did it.
Yep. All right. Think you hand the silver over. She hands you the sugar cubes. All right. You actually. Oh yeah. You don't really look like you own a horse, but what do I know?
No. It's it. I don't. I wanted to pay a visit to Ruffin and his
Ruffin.
horses.
That's gonna be a bit tough. He's supposed to come in much later tonight. From. Shoot, did I not? Oh, hang on. I'd have to go into my bedroom because I wrote down the towns to the north, and oops, I didn't quite get that onto my computer yet. But yeah, oh, there's a town from the north. Yep, there's a town to the north, and was it Mace? It's something. Oh, hang on. Oh, do we want to like pause for like 2 minutes so I can get my sketchbook? No, that's fine. That's fine. So it's town to the north goes here. He'll be in tonight, so you're gonna have a tough time finding him unless you plan on walking the whole way up there.
I'm not sure. Perhaps I should. I might as well. Still new to the place, trying to figure out.
Oh, if you're still new, then you might as well stick around here.
I suppose so.
So
I simply wanted to say hello to him and his fellow little horses. He helped me and a few others with I just recently joined the guild, and he helped. He was part
people.
That I am.
Oh yeah, you haven't said a lot of good things about you.
Ah, glad to hear it.
Oh yeah, you probably would have ran into him on the way out, right?
I didn't run into him today at all, actually.
Roll for me a deception check, if you will.
Okay. Whoops. Shoot. I dropped my die. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll again because I didn't even catch the number.
Okay, roll it again.
1.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh.
And Hurla was like, "Oh, you didn't run into him, did you?" You're like, no." And Hurla was like, "I only heard the bell ring once."
Oh.
And we're gonna jump back over to the church real quick.
Things are getting awkward.
Oh no!
Oh, no, not that one.
Awkward.
So at this point, the 4 of you are all there, and at this point, you're probably all just sitting inside. It's been about a good 10-15 minutes, and Georgie is telling you about, what this place is. So this is the Church of Velith, and she is a very kind goddess, and she had a son named Jonias, and at this point, you all hear, where's the stop button? This shriek outside the church. And if we jump over to Otto's place, as Hrilva is staring down Hum, that same shriek was happening at the same side. And Hrilva's like, "You might want to go take a look at that deer."
Will do.
And you run outside. We're going to jump over to the church. Georgie is all, "What the devil was that?"
I don't know, but I'm checking it out.
Right behind you.
And, okay. All right, as you guys walk out, the doors burst in, and this woman is crying. It's like, "Help me, my barn, please, there's something in my barn."
Toba
Hold it now. This calm down now. What's going on?
We awfully soft and fluffy for a Loxodon. And she reaches over and tries to pet you.
I'm sorry, what?
My barn, please. Can anyone help me here?
What happened? Talk to me.
Okay, I was heading over to the barn, and at this point, I'm going to say Hum shows up because it's pretty much impossible for a woman to start shrieking, running past the going towards the church, and she would have noticed, and she probably would have followed. Right, that just makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this woman is there. It's like, oh my goodness, it's awful. I went to get to my bond, and there was squeaking.
Squeaking.
Squeaking?
Like rats?
Yes, rats, please. You must help me. You must help me.
Ma'am, calm down. We'll help you. Just give us. You must have some more information than just squeaking.
Well, I went to my barn and I was about to open the door, and there they were, just squeak, 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 squeak. She's like breaks out sobbing, and Georgie comes over. It's like, now, dear, don't worry. You four are adventurers, right? Wait.
Yes, we are. We're from the guild.
But Hum starts humming to help soothe the woman.
Yep. As Georgie is counting, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't worry about it, Sir. She's with us.
That's a wonderful melody. Oh, that would be why. It's because this wonderful woman showed up. My dear, what are you humming?
Something to help this poor woman. Clearly, she's very stressed from finding unwanted vermin.
Oh, indeed. Well, are you with these other four here?
If they would let me, yes. I'm also part of the guild.
She's with us.
Yes, of
All right,
course.
Georgie goes over to this woman and, brings her head to his. Now, she's leaning over and just sobbing right now, and Georgie's leaning over, but he's not kneeling because he's a small person. So he's just standing next to her saying, Now, my dear, these adventures will take care of your little rat problem. Don't you worry. Now, please tell us where your barn is. And she's giving you directions. Like, it's just past Aldo's Emporium. Just walk down the road that way. It's going to be about 150 feet or so. It's not going to be too far.
Leave it to us, ma'am. We'll handle it.
Awfully specific.
Yep, awfully specific indeed. And so you all exit the church. I'm assuming you're all just walking right there.
Oh, absolutely. We're taking a beeline right towards it.
Okay,
all right,
then.
please position yourselves in front of the barn.
Wherever, wherever everyone else is, Hum is behind them.
Okay, so you come up to a very red barn. It's got the old style roof on it. I say old style, barns really aren't a thing. And the doors are closed. And there is, a wooden slat that's holding the barn door closed. It's not like a complicated lock. It's the kind of thing that you would just put a board in there so that the horses don't get out or anything.
Right.
But
he just looks over to Toba and he just gives him a chuckle and he's like,
are you going to be able to handle this one, or do you think you're going to need a quick breather from behind again?
Don't worry. Toba's not sharing in your laugh. You get a sense that the name that Georgie dropped is kind of eating at him, but so it's like,
right.
I'll be able to handle this. This time I've got a new trick to try out.
If you say so.
All right. So, Crispy, Drogar, Hum, are you all set back there, or?
She is going to be here.
Okay. All right. So, at this point, Drogar, Toba, you are in the front there, and you do hear a very soft squeak, squeak.
Sounds to me like just rats, no bigger than what I had to find on my farm.
He just has absolutely no idea.
I'd still advise taking caution.
Veronan narrows his eyes. He's very familiar with dire rats.
And there's also something called a rat king as well, so...
Metagaming.
Oops, sorry.
It's a very good thing that I didn't have my headset on all the way because I couldn't even hear what you said.
Am I not coming in clear for you guys, or
I can.
You're fine.
You're coming in clear now. You're coming in clear. I'm just not. I don't put my headset on all the way just so that I can hear anything else going on in the room.
Okay.
All right, then strike my last comment about Rat Kings. Never mind.
What Rat Kings? All right. So at this point, there's a door in front of you, and there's a barn that you should not be able to see in because I believe I blocked it all out. It should be like a big black void.
Yep. Nothing.
Good.
Can't see anything.
All right. So, what do you do?
Well, Drogar is already thinking, maybe I should go ahead and just yank this thing right off and open the doors. He just looks over to Toba and...
Should I just open the door now, or are we going to make a battle plan before going in?
A battle plan wouldn't hurt.
Well, with that being said, I think I should just go right in front of you, and the rest of you can follow suit. I'll just peek in and see tell you what I see.
All right, then.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and position yourself where you would like to be.
Back.
So, yep, these are double doors, essentially. So, Drogar, there's a wooden board that is kind of resting on what looks like it's basically just a board that you can slide in and out of two rungs. That it's not a very secure lock. There's no strength check needed for this. It's clearly just to make sure that if there are any horses inside or whatever, they just don't get out.
Right. Well, he just grabs one end of it and just just slides it right off and places the board right on the side of the door so that it can.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
And now the doors are openable.
Okay. So he takes one door and he swings it open, nice and slow though. He doesn't want to make it.
All right. Which door? The one to your left or the one to your right?
The one to my right.
All right. The one to your right. Let me get the polygon reveal. So at that point, you're able to start to see that little peek in there. Doesn't appear to be anything. You do see that this is like a stable wall of some sort, and there doesn't appear to be any animals there. You should also see like that much as well.
Yep.
So far, nothing too crazy.
Nothing over on this side. Let's see what.
He's just gonna just take a step in just to kind of peek over to the other side.
Okay, so you're gonna step inside the building.
Yep. He's just gonna walk
All right,
right
you are
in.
more than welcome to do that. All right, let me just get some revealing areas, and it's daytime. It's a barn. There are windows and all that. So where is? Oh, come on, reveal areas. You get to see the barn itself, and the barn itself has hay most everywhere. There are a couple stables that are there. There are no horses in here, no cows, no big animals. The stench of it is very much like, yeah, this is very much farm. And towards your feet are a number of rats, and they just go squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Why did they want to move? Come on, move, rats. 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 Squeeze, 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 squeeze. They just run to the back. As soon as you stepped in, they just ran, and there were a surprisingly large number of rats, but they just went to the back.
They're just are they what size of the rats did I get to see before they scurried off?
They are just like regular rats, but there were just it was like a surprisingly large number of rats, but I mean, you live on a farm, right? Rats are all the time. There may be just like a nest nearby, maybe, or something.
Yep.
There's just rats down here, no bigger than what I've seen on my farm. There must be some type of nest somewhere nearby.
And he's just he's gonna take a quick step forward, let everybody start coming in one by one.
All right. I'm going to move these rats to the GM layer because let's just say they're hiding for right now because, it's a barn. There's going to be hay and stuff everywhere.
Plenty of places to hide.
Yep. All right. Crispy.
Makes me wonder what they're here for. Must be something worth hiding. Worth hiding an entire nest here for?
Probably just for food.
Yeah, but there's no animals or anything. There's just hay. Rats usually go for, well, food. Doesn't seem to be anything that they're hoarding or anything.
And he's just taking a look around. He's looking to his left, just trying to get a good feeling of where they could be hiding before he goes to shuffle around.
Okay. So go ahead and yep. So you go into that corner of the barn, and you're looking over hay, and you hear like a couple scurrying here and there, but it's like too quick for you to really notice where the particular rats are.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, at this point, it is pretty clear that it's there are rats in here. They're just super small and kind of hard to find.
Yep.
Just a quick blade to the head will get rid of a few of these things. Would some of you like to help me locate them by any chance?
He's just looking by the door going like, are they going to come in or?
Yeah.
I'll start looking towards this direction.
Yes.
All right.
My apologies.
Yep.
Quite all right. For a moment there, I thought all of you were afraid of rats.
Crispy, Veronan.
Imagine we were afraid of tiny rats.
Just tiny little rats.
Hum is going to stay outside.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right.
I'll
So
tell
it's
you
regular-
what, if you
daylight
see
in
any rats, try not to scream your head off.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
Come on,
As you say that, Veronan, right next to you, just a number of rats goes,
Hi there.
and then they, and then they scatter off and hide somewhere.
Oh, these are regular-sized rats, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, they're pretty much regular-sized rats. I mean, there's just a number of them, but yeah, they look like rats.
do I see anything?
I used to take care of these people.
Sorry, go on.
I'm sorry. Do I see anything in my area?
In Toba, you see hay, a couple of farming implements over there. There's like a pitchfork, and there's a scythe that's for farming. Like a manual scythe or whatever, however that works for like cutting grass or whatever. But yeah, I mean, so far you don't really see anything over there.
All
So there's daylight in this barn, right?
Yeah, there's daylight. I mean, a barn doesn't really need to have indoor lighting. It's, there are, little holes in the roof, and it's well lit in here, so it's not like dingy and dark.
Okay.
So it's just a lot of place for rats to hide because they're small.
All right.
Right.
So we'll move over to this direction over here.
And
Okay.
Veronan's going to continue kind of down this way.
Okay.
Crispy, why don't you go ahead and check the other area across from us?
Oh, all right then.
All right,
Little baby.
Drogar. As you are telling everyone else to go, you hear this, and it occurs to you that you've been hearing this whole time.
It's a giggling.
Is that? All right, you. Show yourself wherever you are. Come on.
Who are you talking to, Drogar?
Us. And you hear
Who's
this,
us?
and Cosp. And here's the thing. Toba, Veronan, Crispy, Hum, I don't believe any of you understood what he said. Let me just double check your languages. Because Kos is Draconic for no.
Nope, I don't speak Draconic.
The only one who should is Drogar.
The only one that would be me. Yeah. Oh.
Yep,
You
speak
forgot
no.
about my ranger thingy.
Oh, okay. Crispy understands Draconic.
Okay.
All right. So to the ones who understand Draconic, you heard that as no. And to the ones who didn't, you just heard Kos.
Hum is a little freaked out after hearing that from inside.
Right. So, yeah, Drogar just go. He just squints his eye and says, like,
I don't think we're dealing with just rats in here.
as he just slowly brings his axe up to his front, just gripping it tightly.
Toba slowly draws the scimitar.
All right, so I believe Drogar is actually going to be moving over to Veronan.
Okay, go ahead and move there.
There we go.
I just need to check something on my end. Does it?
He just
Like-
looks over
there
to
we go.
Crispy
All right.
and he just looks over to Crispy and gestures her to stay by his side. Just kind of huddle into each other just so that we don't get surprised.
Aw, how sweet.
All right. So, is everyone there? And you hear this? Rats show up. Squeak, squeak, squeak. More rats show up. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Even more rats show up.
What?
Oh,
Places.
Squeak, 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 squeak. I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh, rats.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Let's-
It is battle time. Where is that?
Initiation!
Ow.
15. Remember to call out your rolls for the podcast, folks.
Yep,
All right.
6. I got a 6.
All right. So I need to
I will-
turn.
I rolled a
7.
7 and plus 3 is the 10.
10.
How did I do
rolled a
that?
17.
What?
Come on.
Wang,
Add
wang.
turn.
What?
Hang on.
Almost.
Hang on. Trying to get this to be kind and nice. Let me just reroll turns. Clear that list.
I rolled a 21.
Good
All right.
job.
So, one moment. Trying to add everyone's turns where it should
Rats.
be.
It had to be
So,
rats. I hate
Toba?
rats.
Veronan add
Where's
turn.
the giant
Veronan rolled
rat that
a
makes all of the rules?
17.
Yeah,
Drogar rolled a 6.
6.
Crispy.
Once again, slowest one of the group.
All right, Crispy 21. That's a lot of rats.
Granny Wang.
You had a
10.
6, was it? Oh, 10.
10.
All right, now I need to roll initiative on my swarm of rat. Okay, so they all rolled. All right, so one thing I can actually do if I
What epic battle
click this-
music
all right.
fighting against rats.
Yep.
So what I can do is I can tint these guys. So that should be like a red set of rats, and this can be a blue set of rats, and we'll just leave that as just regular rats for the ones down there.
Ah, lame. You don't get a color.
Well, I mean, I don't need another color. All right, so this is going to be that one.
No, I'm just
So
making
they-
fun of them.
Yep. All right. Add turn. And then,
Oh, for the.
Yep. So we have rats, and more rats.
More rats.
More
I love it.
All right, so
Okay.
sending. All right. So at the top of combat, Crispy, from all the hay. So you all decided to gather together in this really tight formation. It squeak, 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 squeak comes around, and then you see, there are a group of rats show up, another group of rats, 3 swarms of rats just pour out of the hay and the walls, and they are, they're going to start coming towards you. So what do you do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Would it be? Would it? No. God, Rats,
Go on.
Rats 2, and Rats 2 DLC. Frickin', I almost wonder if it'd be a good idea for us to back up, but we're kind of surrounded by now.
Make do.
Well, you guys are.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make do. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna have to look at those other set of rats with my blade and go,
Yep. All right. So it is Crispy's turn first.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Nice vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
This
Yeah,
is,
I know.
the song is known as The Wild Hunt by Tabletop Audio. Hopefully not associated with The Witcher. I don't think it is, because I've played The Witcher. It's not the song.
I was gonna say, I don't believe it's the same thing.
No, The Wild Hunt is like just a Celtic thing anyways, so...
The song is blowing up the visual of the theater in my head. Like there's like biblical pagan rats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. All right there, Crispy.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what weapon would be best to fight off rats with?
Well, what weapons do you have?
I have a longbow and 2 short swords.
Alright.
Okay.
Reminds me of a time where someone did a thing and got bitten in the crotch by a rat. Hey,
Oh no.
hey, Rikkaku. I think you remember.
Right now, I've got the right thing for this. Hold on.
But there's no statue of the Virgin Mary. So
Okay, that was Joe. That wasn't me.
no, that's what I meant. It reminds me of the time. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that. I thought you were talking about last session. Okay, never mind.
No.
Oh. Why'd you say it like that?
No, long story short, we had this knucklehead on one of our campaigns. One of his things, he literally wanted, there was a statue of the Virgin Mary. He literally wanted to go up and dry hump it. He rolls a natural 1, and the statue falls on him.
Oh, boy.
I think it's bitten the crotch by a rat. Those reasons.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Do you think a short sword would suffice, or should?
I mean, I'm going in there
I
with
don't
an
know,
axe, so.
It's your
I
turn.
think
Do what you would.
yeah.
Do what
It
you
is
think's
your turn.
best.
Okay.
We know backseat gamey.
Like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going with the short sword then, I guess.
Alright, so you swapped out your short swords?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I swap out one of them.
Okay. So you put your bow away, you take out your sword, show her.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I just try to swing at them or something.
I mean, short swords have a range of 5 feet, don't they? You need to be within 5 feet in order to hit them.
Oh,
You gotta move.
You have to be like here
okay.
That's
or here.
teleporting right here.
In that case, never mind.
I mean, you do have a backup in case something goes wrong. So I mean, if you think it's the best choice.
I mean, they are pretty far away from where Crispy is, so I feel like maybe a longbow, because they have
I don't
more
like
range.
That arrow has me anxious.
So that was me.
Okay,
I was
that
just-
was the DM going. All right, let me
Toing,
just.
toing,
So is that going to be another nat 20 for you? You're just going to have an entire arrow full of rats.
Oh my god.
Rotisserie style.
Rat kebab.
That arrow will just bounce and like go through all the rats. Ricochet. I mean, land.
Crispy, what are you doing,
Headshot.
Crispy? Give me a move.
I'm using the longbow.
Okay, using longbow instead of short swords.
Yes.
And are you going to be attacking? So blue rats is right there. So these walls are here. They'll prevent movement, but they're also like stable walls, so you can just like jump over if you want to.
Okay.
So for you, I would say that the blue rats are clearly in range. The white rats, as they are, the uncolored rats, those are something, you can see them.
Right.
The rats that are like way up in the northeastern corner, they're just out of your line of sight. So I would not
Yeah.
advise attacking one of those.
No. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the blue.
All right, you're attacking the blue rats with sword. All right, roll an attack for me.
All right.
That's 11. It hits.
Okay.
Yep, it hits them. All right, so and the roll damage for me.
All right. Let's see. Next. Three.
All right,
I rolled
6
a 3
piercing
plus
damage.
3. So, heck yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to roll twice.
No, I'm taking the first one. I'll take the 6 damage. All right, so you take your arrow and you skewer at these rats, and a couple of these rats are like, as they're swarming, you just skewer a number of them, and as it bounces through, it's like, boy, that's all right. Yep, you skewered a number of those blue rats, but there are still a bunch coming at you. So you still have your movement if you wish.
Okay. I think I'm fine where I am.
All right, so you're just going to hold position there?
Yes.
All right, that's going to be your turn. Veronan, you are up. Toba, you are on deck.
Let's see. Let's try not to burn the barn down. Because fire comes to mind.
I mean, you are a wild mage sorcerer, right?
Yeah, and that activated. I now have wild magic, so shit could really hit the fan.
Oh yes, anytime you roll, when you roll it at the DM's discretion, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
Or I could choose as a bonus action to actually do wild magic, but no, we're in a tight spot. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
All right.
What will we do? Okay, first of all, Veronan's gonna of course target the ones closest to him. So these boys.
Which one's the? Okay, yep. Okay, the regular
They're
rats.
within line of sight. These guys are behind the walls.
Yep.
Let's be experimental.
Oh.
Oh, I love that.
Let's be experimental with frostbite. 60 feet.
60 feet frostbite, and that's going to be in a cone. Let me just double check.
That. Yes, I think it is a cone.
All right, features and traits, spell casting, spells, frostbite. It's a 60-foot. So there's a Constitution save. So range area. It's at will, evocation, cantrip. So I need to make a Constitution. Oh, I see you're moving.
Oh no, I was just measuring.
Veronan was doing the moving.
I was moving just in case, because this might hit somebody.
Yep.
Good.
All right.
Good point.
So let me just mark down something. Where are the doodads? All right.
It's not a cone of cold.
There we go. Yeah, it should be a cone of cold. Yeah. I'm looking at the spell. Let's see. Casting, one action range, 60 feet. Duration. Where is the shape it's in?
Should be a cone.
Yep. One creature you can see within range. Oh, you cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. Failed save. Takes that damage. Disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll. Makes for the end of its next turn. On one creature you can see within. So I think it's like just a single creature that you can attack with that. Doesn't look like it's a cone. At least with frostbite, because it's a cantrip, so it's probably not going to be too powerful.
No.
All right, so I need to make a Constitution save. Okay. Oh boy. That's a natural one. They're rats. They're dumb.
Rat skills, anyone?
All right, so you are going to be rolling damage on that.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Squeak, squeak, motherfucker. Squeak, squeak. Full damage.
Okay, gotta do some math here. Okay, so at this point you like freeze at the rats, and the ice that forms around them just like pulls them, and quite a number of rats are like frozen, mid-air. like reaching out towards you, and there are, you know, like, it throws a bunch of, and then like more just like crawl around the ice that's there.
Oh, come on, chill out, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh.
Nice to meet
you
you.
have you use 10 feet of movement to get in that spot. Just get ruler.
Oh, there it is.
So you move 10 feet. You can move, I think, another 20 total feet if you so wish.
Tides of Chaos is no action.
Yeah, you've used your action. You can still move.
Oh, Tides of Chaos does not require an action to do, but
Wait,
I'll say that.
Hang on, Tides of
Chaos.
Where is Tides of Chaos?
Once per long rest, you can gain advantage on one attack roll. Okay, never mind. I've already attacked.
All right, yeah.
It has to be attack roll. Never mind. I'm gonna move back, and that's gonna be where I end my turn.
Okay, you're gonna move back. All right, so you jump out. You quit. You cast ice. It's like, that worked. Oh, there's still a lot of them though, and you jump back in line. That's gonna be your turn. All right, so that's good. Toba, you are up.
All right.
You've witnessed Crispy like lose a bow and make a shish kebab out of some rats. You saw Veronan run, freeze something, and jump back into formation. What would you like to do?
Well, first off, he's actually going to, for right now, put away his scimitar and shield.
Oh.
And he is going to bring both of his hands on his focus. As you guys can see, it's starting to glow again, and that wasp inside the ember is starting to squirm a little bit. You hear something in his tongue. Before I do that, I'm going to roll a D100 super quick to decide which way I go about this.
Okay.
Hope I'm doing this right.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Roll a 1?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Wow.
It's all right.
That's usually pretty good on a 100, right? Technically. Usually want like low rolls if you're rolling things like wish, but
no, I'm deciding between two things, and I'm just thinking like which side goes where.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
You hear me. Wait. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do this to the tongue. You see him close his eyes. He charges a little bit. Then you see him open his eyes, and you see what is usually more of a calm mammalian kind of blue eyes turns more into reptilian slits, and you hear him say, "He who makes a beast out of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man!" And you see him use wild shape. And he transforms into a... Let me go ahead and pop this on here. Boop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Roll beyond 20.
Oh yeah, that's a wall of text.
That's a wall of text. I am sorry about that. But you hear him say, "Get rid of the pain of being a man," in this ferocious tone. And he shifts into the form of a Dimetrodon.
Oh, okay.
All right. Nope. Feature twice. You're gaining from Druid.
I actually know what that is.
Yep. All right. So you now have stay in the B shape for a number of hours. I assume you know how these rules work. So you are now a Dimetrodon.
And I have the sheets up, so...
Yep.
So, basically you see for those of you who don't know, even though Dimetrodons technically aren't dinosaurs, this is D&D, they're in the same group, whatever. So basically you see this crocodilian looking like creature with a large sail on his back, though the one thing you notice, one, he still has his mammoth tusks, and he still has the thagomizers from his tail.
Okay.
So, and no, the thagomizers aren't like a plus or weapons, they're just flavor. So, he like a galloping crocodilian. He's going to come up to these blue rats right over here.
Okay.
And he is going to take a big old bite out of them.
All right.
So give me a sec. Let me come over here and bite. 17.
All right,
Ooh.
all right. So 11 piercing damage. So you go to the bite, and there are a lot of rats here. So you managed to take a big old bite out of these rats. All right. And, you know, as you look over and you see this weird-looking creature with a tusk, it's just got a handful of mice just in its grip. It's... Toba, they taste awfully funny. But then again, you're also a dinosaur at this point, so
I'm
maybe
a
it's not
dinosaur, I
that
don't
big
give a
deal.
fuck.
Yeah, you don't care.
So, basically he just looks at the swarming rats, just game out, and then just lets out like a sinister roar, and that'll be his turn.
Okay, so now it is the rat's turn, starting with more rats, apparently. So, these rats, they have this really interesting ability for them. They can occupy the same space as another character.
Crap.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh boy, form.
So, yep. So, as you see the dinosaur, it just takes a big chomp out of him, and all of a sudden, just a bunch of these things just run. Just a bunch of rats starting to roll on top of them. They are going to try and take a bite attack. That's going to be a 6.
Nope.
Yeah. So these rats are swarming. They're trying to bite, but it's not really working. And they are just swarming. They're going to try and leave. So that's 10 feet of movement. That, I believe, is not quite an attack of opportunity yet. And that is their attack. So they're going to go here, and they're going to go out of range. So you can take an attack of opportunity here, I believe.
I can.
Yep, all right.
Yes, I will. What do I roll for that?
Good question. Let me see. Oh, hang on. I wrote this down into my DM notes. Attack of opportunity. What do you mean you can't find it? Sneak it. Oh, hang on.
Attack of opportunity. He rolls the dice twice and takes the highest of the two.
So what is
No,
that? Like a
that's
D20?
advantage. That's with advantage.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yep.
So would I just roll like a D20 or something, or?
I think it's just gonna really attack. Hang on. I swore I had this written down in my DM screen stuff file, but apparently I did not. So it looks like I'm gonna need to copy and paste some stuff later.
Yeah, let me check. Attack.
Yep, I'm checking combat. Opportunity attack. Oh, is it opportunity?
While they're doing that, what'd you think of the battle cry?
Pretty
I
good.
loved it.
Loved
it.
That was fantastic.
All right. Chance to strike an enemy who is fleeing or passing by. You can make an opportunity attack while the hostile creatures you can see moves out of your reach. To make the opportunity attack, use your reaction to make one melee attack against the provoking creature. The attack occurs right before the creature leaves your reach. You can avoid provoking the attack by taking disengage. I think it's just like a regular attack with what you've got on hand, but it has to be a melee, I believe.
Bite it is. So he's a chomping. He ain't letting those tusks don't get in the way like you think they do. He goes a chomping.
Yep.
And that's another 11.
That's
an 11.
Okay, 11 hits, and that's going to be 7. So let me just make sure I'm moving the correct thing around. And yep, one moment. So, all right. So, hang on, mouse. Thank you.
Mice,
So that was
mooses.
5. So 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. They're going to move up to here in this corner, just to try and get away from this weird lizard thing that just decided to attack them. All right, that's going to be their turn. The more rats. Now, I did double check Frostbite. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage, which it is, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So this attack is going to... Yep. So, is real mad at you, Veronan. So... 1, 2, 3,
Get on,
so 5,
Remy.
10, 15, 20. All of a sudden, you see these rats, they just like swarm all over you, and they're going to attack with disadvantage. I gotta take the lower roll on here. That's a 10 plus a 2, so that's gonna be a 12 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
All right, so that is going to do 6 points of what kind of damage is it? Oh boy, I've got too many text files open. So it should be 2d6 piercing damage. So it's going to be 6 piercing damage to you, as these rats swarm all of you, get inside, the armor and the scarf, and just bite. Ow, 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 that hurts.
Oh, God.
Yep. And with that, they are going to, if I can select them. Oh, uh-oh. Can I not? Oh, just moving you aside. One moment. Let me just. Front. All right, so here, and they are going to run this way. All right, so Veronan and Drogar, you do have attacks of opportunity against this, if you so desire.
I think we do.
Oh, right. Yes, we do.
Get him.
All right, so go ahead and make your. Let's see. It should be with a melee weapon only, right? I'm trying to make sure of that.
I have daggers.
Wait.
All right.
I've got a great axe, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and.
You just want me to roll like a d20? I forget how. This...
Can an attack of opportunity be a melee spell? Oh, of course.
It's your basic melee attack.
Because Reddit. The opportunity attacks have to be melee, described as melee attacks. Everything you need to know from here to do. What is an opportunity attack? What provokes it? What does not provoke it? Pretty sure it has to be a melee because out of your reach, and if you're using a ranged weapon, it's. As far as I know, it has to be a melee weapon attack of some sort.
I have a dagger.
So, all right, go for it. You take out your dagger, and you're going to try and swipe at this horde that is just running by you.
Shiv him, bro.
Drogar, you can take your axe, and you can try to, swing at these rats that just passed by.
Absolutely. What do you want me to roll? D20?
Just a regular attack roll. So whatever you roll attack with the weapon, that's what you roll with.
Okay, so I throw. All right, so I do my hit D.
Yep, your great axe attack.
Oh.
That's an 8.
That's
a natural 1.
These rats come. So you swipe and you kind of stop because otherwise you would have hit Veronan, and you kind of don't want to have any team damage going on.
No.
All right, Veronan. You take out your
I can dodge. Promise. Okay. And dagger go. That's
dagger go.
That damage. I need the actual roll. The D20 plus proficiency roll.
Ew.
Yeah, just go on your thing and then just click the weapon, bud.
Pardon. Oh, weapon. Weapon. Where is weapon? Dagger. Okay. Here's dagger.
Okay. Yeah, just double check. Player's Handbook, page 195. Make opportunity to make one melee attack against it, so it should be melee. All right.
Let me go ahead. It's not giving me the option to roll 20 on there, so I'll roll 20 from roll 20, if you understand.
Yep.
I'll do the roll 20 on here.
All right, so that's a 10, and plus whatever proficiencies you got. If there's any sort of proficiency.
What that be? Dexterity plus 1.
Dexterity plus 1. Okay, that'd be like an 11. Daggers. Come on, crossbow, light. No, why will it not? Oh, inventory, probably. Dagger. All right, proficiency with a dagger allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it. It's a finesse weapon, so it can be done with dexterity, so plus 1. So that's an 11 to hit. Yeah.
All right, and I'll just re-roll.
Yep, go that damage.
There we go.
Right.
So same.
Okay, so you managed to take your dagger and you swipe at these rats, and you get a couple of them. Okay, so and now we have more rats. So as you turned your back, how mean? No, I'm not gonna be a mean DM. No, these guys haven't even been touched yet. These rats are, let's see, 1, so 5, 10. 15, 20, and hang on. Let me actually just put these guys to the front for the moment. You're going to cover Drogar, and Drogar, as you take a swipe as the one set of rats go by, you hear squeak, squeak, squeak behind you, and you look, and all of a sudden you're just seeing like the bottom of the feet of rats because they're just crawling all over you, and that is going to be a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, you are going to take, oh my god, 10 piercing damage. That is a lot.
Oh my goodness. That is a lot. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
these rats
goodness.
managed to bite you in places we don't want to mention on our stream.
Oh my goodness.
Ha! Dragon balls.
Yep.
Ooh. Friggin' he didn't.
Oh, you blasted things!
Bro just looks over like, oh crap.
Yeah, I mean, there's a. You guys hit like 2 of these rat swarms pretty well, so their numbers are down. But this other rat swarm is just massive. All right, and they're gonna stay right. They're gonna stay right there, just because if they move in a backwards direction, Crispy's gonna take an attack of opportunity on them. But you are up next. So inside, you have heard squeak, 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 and then roar, squeak, 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 ice, squeak, 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 like. There's whatever's going on in here is pretty crazy. What would you do?
I want to move up to here and cast.
That's going to be.
That's 20. That's 25 feet.
25 feet. All right, you're allowed to do that. Yep.
And I want to cast sleep.
Ooh, sleep. All right.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Okay, that's.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it's. So what do I roll first? Do I roll my d20 or do I go ahead and do
me check what sleep does. So sleep spells. Sleep. Nope, that's not the one. I may have accidentally casted it. Ignore that.
Ignoring.
Right. Yep. Spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with a creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. Creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected. Undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this spell. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Charmed. All right. So at that point, if you're going to go for that, you need to roll 5d8.
I don't actually have 5d8, so I'm just going to do this here.
Okay, 5d8, 29 hit points. All right, so you go ahead and cast this spell. Remember when I read that undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by the spell?
Oh,
Condition
no.
immunities. Ooh, you had to learn the hard way. So as you cast this spell, the rats, some of them pause, look at you, they're like, nah, they just go back on crawling on Drogar. So these creatures are immune to being charmed.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yep, these swarms of rats are immune to being charmed. I mean, so you had to learn, right?
Yeah.
Must have drank some of that Drogar Buck's coffee.
Yep.
All right. So I just put my cast in, so.
Yep, you're down a spell level, but hey, now we know for the future in case you run against rats again.
Oh dear. That's unfortunate.
Alright, you still have like 5 feet of movement if you so desire. Take that off. You're now just in a room that's a lot of rats are in here.
I think I'm just gonna freeze at this point.
Okay, so yeah. Oh god, rats everywhere.
Then the spell didn't work. How did that not work?
All right, so Drogar, it is now your turn. You are covered in so many rats right now. They
love you.
Yeah, they love you by biting you in the bad place.
Did you bring jerky?
Tough love, am I right?
Oh boy.
That is actually making him very, very angry. Question: is he able to get out of the swarm and like right next to them?
The swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa, and the swarm can move through any. So yeah, you can move away from the swarm.
All right then. So he's gonna go like right here.
Oh, by doing that, that invokes an attack of opportunity.
God damn it!
Dang it!
That's only a 19 to hit.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god! Yeah, that hits.
And that is only going to be 7 points of damage.
Oh, well, at least it's okay.
So yeah, their range is literally on the space themselves. So as you shake them off, like ow, 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 ow. So at this point, you use 5 feet of movement.
He is bleeding quite a bit, but he's far from being down. He's super angry at being bitten like this, and he just goes,
"You blasted things are gonna pay."
he activates his rage.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's going on a rage.
All right.
Yep. Let's see. As a bonus action under a raid for up to 1 minute for 10 rounds, you gain advantage on strength checks, saving throws. Okay, so I get +2 melee damage with a strength weapon.
All right.
So he is going to take his axe now that he's right next to them, and he's going to and just swing at the rats right next to him with his great axe.
Yep, go ahead and swing. That's, I believe, yep.
Alright, that would be his great axe. Okay, the 16, 18. That would be +2 with the red. So 18.
Alright, so do you get advantage while attacking under rage? If I'm trying to remember how rage works. Drogar.
I can actually just let me just go ahead and throw the
bonus of that. Here. All right.
Here, this is exactly what it's.
You have advantage on strength attacks and strength saving throws. Make a melee attack. You gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, and you have resistance to all that stuff. All right. Yeah, you probably should have raged before you left, because that way you would have had resistance to piercing damage.
Yeah, I realize that now.
All right. So, all right, melee. We're all learning. So, all right. So, bonus to the damage roll that increases. All right. So yeah, a 16 does hit. Absolutely hits these rats. And go ahead and roll damage for me. And add a +2 to that.
12.
So 12 damage. All right. All right. All right. You are mad at these rats. You just swing that axe, and some of them get like split in half. And
damn.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay, go on.
You're on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Whose dish is on the chopping block?
Yep. All right. So you still have 25 feet of movement, I believe.
Yeah. So
Rats,
he's actually not going to run anywhere. He's gonna be right. He's just gonna stay right there. He is fucking swinging hard at these things next turn. So
all right.
He doesn't want to move.
Okay. So that means top of the round. Crispy, you are up.
All right.
You are on deck.
All right, let's see. Let's just open up my thingies again once more. Now let's see. Just checking my weapons again. Sorry, the music's distracting.
It's okay.
I like the music. Pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually, let me see. I am now gonna go ahead and equip my short sword, now that there's rats that are more close by.
Alright, you equip your short sword. Yeah, there's like something in the rules that says like, oh, it takes an action to do that, but nah, if you swap weapons, let's just call that like your one free action, like a bonus action, if you will, to swap weapons, because it's a dumb rule to like use it. Like, apparently, like interacting with an item is one action, and then interacting with two items is like a whole action itself. But Yeah, so you're good.
Right.
You're good. You got your action and your movement.
Okay. So because I'm gonna go ahead and swing my short sword at the white rats.
At the white rats. All right, that is within 5 feet. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right, let's see. $18.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Plus 5 is
18 plus 5. Yeah, you definitely attack the rats. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
all right. Let's see. I am clicking. 6.
6 damage.
not
I
loading.
mean to roll twice. It wasn't loading for
Okay.
me, so I clicked
Alright.
it again. Sorry.
All right, so
It was a 9 the first time.
okay, 9 the first time. So,
Yes.
all right, that is.
Those are
Double checking.
probably the highest rolls I've made myself.
All right, so yeah, you take a slash at those rats, and yeah, they are. Oh yeah, yeah, those rats just go flying out the back towards this weird lizard thing that's just been there. So, all right, so you move if you.
Hey, yo, free food!
All right, so you have movement if
Okay.
you so desire.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and stay right where I am.
Are you gonna stay put?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be the end of your turn then. Action. Nope. Declined your movement. All right, Veronan, you are up. Toba, you are on deck.
He's running away.
I'm plotting things.
He's what is he cooking?
A rock.
What?
Which I have to ask, do you smell what is cooking? Okay. I'm gonna play Smart Mage. Cast Mage Armor on myself.
One action. All right, and
One action.
That's a sorcerer action, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll that d20 for me. Just see what happens.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Just don't roll a 1, or do roll a 1.
It's
It's 11. All right, you're safe.
okay. No chaos. Cool.
All right, so
And yeah,
your action is
Yeehaw.
mage armor. Yep, who isn't wearing armor and protective? So base.
so it's 13 plus dexterity modifier, so 14.
All right.
For your notes.
Yep. All right. So you're going to move 20 feet, 25 feet that way.
I'm gonna move. Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
move. Yep. There we go.
So,
Okay.
so by doing that, you move through the rats, right?
Uh-oh.
Ah, shit. Yep.
Yep. Attack of opportunity. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
No, actually.
Okay, so these
Not-
rats, like, they try and climb on you, and they just can't really hold on. That mage armor is keeping them off. That is their reaction. All right.
Ah,
So that is your action.
No,
That is your
scary.
movement. All right. So with that, I believe that should be your turn.
that is my turn. Yes.
All right, Toba, you are up.
All right, as the rats are try and fail to climb onto Veronan, once again he goes, and he takes a bite.
Here's
All right.
21.
Roll a bite again. 20. Yeah, that's gonna hit him for 6 piercing damage. So, all right, you absolutely nail these guys. Pretty. So yeah, 6 biting damage. More rats go flying. So many rats. In fact, you think that their numbers have significantly been reduced. I'm trying to find like what the proper icon for this would be. Let me just make it. Oh God, it's rats. So the number of rats in that swarm has been reduced.
All right, let me check something right quick.
I don't believe you have. You're not allowed any multi attacks. Open the browser.
I'm just checking. I think you're right, unfortunately. So,
Yep.
Toba's just basically going to stay there and try to help finish off this particular group of rats. So with that, I place my monster card in defense mode and end my turn.
All right, so you're going to stay put right there?
Yep.
Okay. That is good to know. Let me just make sure your reaction is back. Veronan, your action is back. Drogar, you took your turn after that. Making sure everyone's reactions are back to where they should be. So it is now time for the blue rats. They are pretty frightened at this point. So they're going to move. So 1, 10, 15. Oh. Ooh, how mean do I want to be? So these blue rats are probably going to. Yeah, sure, they'll jump on Toba.
Okay.
So let me just
ride.
To front, so that way, on top of it, all of a sudden, Toba, this big old lizard is going to be attacked by a swarm that's going to be an 11.
Barely misses.
Barely. So okay, so they do not hit you. All right,
Nope.
so they just they swarm around you, and they're just trying to make a booking for the door, and they're going to go here. I think that's. Hang on, let me just double check the math. They can only move 30 feet, so they started up. 15,
20, 30.
Yeah, they're going to stop right there. All right.
Right
Up
quick.
next.
Just super quick while I just want to flavor this a little bit. While they're kind of climbing on him, just basically picture if you ever seen like the live action like Jungle Book where the monkeys are just climbing on Baloo and he's just roaring and swiping at him. That's basically what's happening before they just run off.
Oh. Fair enough.
But anyway, that's all I had to say about it. Carry on.
Yep. Okay, so then up next is going to be more rats. Is going to be these fellows, the gray rats, and Crispy. They are kind of mad at what you just did, so they're going to jump on you.
Uh-oh.
But they do leave Toba's. You do have an attack of opportunity.
Attack
if you so
of
wish.
opportunity.
Yep.
Nom.
You're going to take that. All right. That's a 21 with 12 piercing damage. All right. So. All right. And Crispy, so the chomp comes up and a bunch of rats, but not really a whole bunch of rats, try to attack you, and that's going to be an 8 to hit. I don't think it will.
So how do I check if it hits or not?
Check your armor class.
Your AC.
Yep.
If you go to your character
that
sheet,
doesn't
the one
hit
that looks
then.
like a shield.
Yeah. Okay. So these rats, they are just on you.
If
and
anything,
they
it
are-
tickles.
It's like, it's a little cute and ticklish. And that would have been 10 feet of movement. So out of that 10 feet of movement, they've got another. Yeah, they're just gonna like. Oh hey, oh.
They're all going for the door.
If they do that, they're gonna try. Okay, that's only 20 feet. So
they're
have to stop. Like, yeah, okay. So they are going to just scoot about. Let me make sure I grab my character. 1, 2. Hum. They just left. You can take a melee attack of opportunity on them if you wish.
Yes, she's going to try and swat them away with her hand drum.
Hand drum. All right. So go ahead and roll an attack for that hand drum.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna see actions. Melee. 10. Plus, however.
Right. You rolled a 10. That is their AC. 10 is their AC.
So
Okay, so it hits.
Yeah, 10 hits exactly. So.
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, if it's a tie, the aggressor wins.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I try to smack him back and away from the door because these do not want to. These are not. She does not want them to escape the barn.
All right, so that is going to be. I don't see your drum as like an item to wheel. Is it just like a?
Well, in that case, she just tries to swat them away.
Oh, so with the drum, you're like trying. So it's going to be like a 1d4 improvised weapon damage.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that 1d4 for me.
Oh, 1d4. Okay.
Yep, because it's not really a weapon, but it's what you got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
2.
A 2. All right. That's gonna be. All right. Yeah, those rats are. All right, and then that's going to be their turn. And then finally we have these rats, which are... You know what? I think they're seeing their comrades trying to run. So they are... Okay, so Hum took an opportunity of attack. I just need to make sure, like, whoever... attack Crispy and then they ran... Oh, actually, I think Crispy could have also taken an attack of opportunity on those rats as well.
Do it. Do it.
Because they would have ran away from you. They ran around Hum, yet you would have gotten an attack of opportunity on those rats if you so desired. It would have to be with the melee short sword that you had.
You know what? I don't think there'd be any harm in trying at least.
Yep, go for it. Go for it. It's totally up to you.
Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm going for it.
Alright.
Go for it.
$13.
Ooh.
All right, yeah, that
Plus
hits.
a
All right.
5.
Actually, it's
18.
an 18.
Yep, all right, you hit him. Tell me how much damage you do.
Okay. Let's roll here. That would be a 4. 4 plus 3, 7.
So 7 piercing damage. Okay. So, you...
Oh my...
So, a bit of a rewind here. Yes. So these rats here, you managed to slash them, Crispy. Hum, you managed to smack them, and they are gone.
Oh.
Yep, you killed one swarm of rats, but there is another...
There's still the other ones.
Yep. So that's Crispy's attack of opportunity. These rats that are still got to move, they are going to... excuse me, pardon me, coming through. They're going to go this way, although that does give Drogar an attack of opportunity.
And you better believe he's taking that. He. All right, let me.
Where do you think you're going?
He does a 12.
Yep. All right. Roll damage.
And that will be a 7.
All right. Double checking notes here for these guys. All right. So they're gonna run. They're running. Hum. So they just ran over Crispy, and they're gonna try to take a bite attack on you, and that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Roll the d20.
All right. Okay.
I just rolled a 7, so I'm guessing it hits.
No, it's this attack against. So it's a 17 against your AC.
Oh, 17 again. Oh.
Yeah, that hits. I can tell you. Your AC is 13, so it does hit. All right, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As they ran across Crispy, ran across you, and they are going to move. Oh, what is their total movement? I think it's 30 feet over to here.
30 feet.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
They're going to try and make a break for the door. Veronan, you still have your attack of opportunity.
I have one more dagger. Or I can use a dagger.
All right. So as these rats just swarm past you.
All right, you little shits. You're not getting off that easy. I'll take it.
All right, that's a 19. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
19.
That's not the damage. That's the
That's not the
attack.
damage.
I
Yeah,
wish.
the
I have a
attack.
chance to
Sorry.
hit. It's
Sorry.
alright. It's okay.
Yep.
That would be.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
3, 2.
All right, there. Dude, you don't really get a whole lot
at
of it.
least
you
it's
catch the
something.
back foot of one.
You
All
got
right,
the one.
At least it's something.
Yep. All right. So Hum, it is now your turn. You have been bitten pretty hard by a bunch of rats that decided to just run for it. There's another group of rats right next to you. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Right in front of these sets, right in front of the red rats.
Okay, in front of the red rats. And what are you trying to do with this thaumaturgy?
I'm going to try and intimidate them back into the barn.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me a intimidation check then.
Okay.
Thaumaturgy, that's just the spells. Thaumaturgy.
Where's it? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Intimidation's +3. Okay.
Go ahead and roll for me an intimidation.
Oh yikes! I rolled a 4 and +3. That's a 7. So that'll be a 7.
Well, it doesn't matter because these things are immune to frighten anyway.
Oh dear.
I didn't want to spoil your fun, but yeah. So you try and frighten these rats, and they're already scared and running away from you.
Okay.
That's your action. You have movement.
Like, what else can you do?
Which chances are is going to make an attack of opportunity on the rats.
Okay, so you run. So how do you move around there? Because you go. You start here, went here, then here, then here. What you could do is go here.
Yeah.
30 feet. So that way you're avoiding melee attack of opportunity. Because the rats, they can only. Well, you guys would have figured this out by now. If you move in and out of the space that the rats are in, that is what triggers their attack of melee opportunity. It seems like their range is literally on them.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so that's your movement. Drogar, you were up. Crispy, you were on deck.
Okay, so
Drogar, you mad? You real mad?
Oh yeah, he is angry. He's looking at those blue rats, and he is booking it. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He runs at them with open mouth, just mouth agape, just roaring his highest, ready to take his axe and swing down on it. Just going.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
He is mad. So he is going to go ahead and take that great axe and swing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's an
And roll damage for me.
14.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
14 plus 2, 16.
16. Okay, so that'd be okay.
Oh my god.
I need to mark this guy with a little something. You have severely reduced their numbers.
Wait, hold on.
Let me double check.
Give me a sec.
Yep, just with that, you did just freaking Toba and Crispy just have to feel that freaking ground shake as the axe just smacks right up to the fucking rat.
As he does that,
the barn like lifts up by an inch or so and then settles back down for some reason. That's weird.
The barn has shifted.
Crispy just grabs onto one of the walls.
Barn has shifted slightly right.
All right, so Drogar, you have moved 20 feet. You still have like 10 feet of movement if you so desire.
He is gonna get right in front of those fucking rats just so that he can just.
Okay, so you move through the swarm.
He moves through the swarm with that
That's
anger.
good. All right, let me just double check. Yep, they still have their opportunity of attack. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
And 16, no.
Nope, that doesn't. So yeah, these rats, they try and attack you, and the numbers are, there's fewer of them, so they can't really get into the nether regions that easily anymore. So, all right, there's that.
Oh my.
No more Dragon Balls for you, Mr. Man.
Where's the cream filling?
All right, top of round number 3. Crispy, you are up.
Oh boy. Now I'm just questioning my options because it's like I'm questioning whether or not to use my longbow without fucking hitting my partners.
No, they're right there. I mean, shouldn't be able to hit anybody if you just aim good enough, I guess. Don't want to hit your teammates, just aim better.
Thanks for totally just.
Okay, Drogar will take one for the team. He's a fort.
Thanks for totally putting on the pressure. Oh, you fucking...
Maybe take an eye out. He's got another one.
Okay, let me go to my inventory. Alright, please. I've been doing so good so far. These are probably some of the highest rolls I've ever rolled during a fight, please.
Survey says.
What do we got?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my longbow.
All right, so you swap your longbow as like a quote-unquote bonus action.
I'm covering up my head.
Yeah, I'm gonna use them on the blue rats, and then yeah. So I'm guessing now I roll.
Yep, roll your attack with the longbow.
All right, cool. Oh, thank God I got a 14 plus 7, 20.
All right,
21.
that definitely hits. All right, roll damage for me.
Okay. Listen, I'm just glad I didn't hit any of my fellow partners. That would be a 7 plus 3, 10.
All right, okay, you managed to get another shish kebab going. Like, as you fire the arrow and it just shing goes right next to it. It's like directly next to the other shish kebab of mice, and they're all just like moving ever so slowly. All right, you still have movement if you so desire.
Okay. Sorry, I just can't believe I've been doing so good this time.
Don't jinx it.
I know, but like... It's like finally after freaking 2 to 3 episodes, I finally...
Finally becoming the ranger you were destined to be. So, would you like to
Yes! No, I think I'm fine where I am.
Okay, alright. Veronan, you are up.
Veronan's gonna look to the Drogar. You got these? The rats, that is.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's muted.
Drogar
He's
is
muted.
too angry to even talk right now.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes. Veronan's gonna turn his attention to these.
Yep, the red rats.
He's just gonna look at it like, I'll take that as a yes. Alright. And, well, he's just gonna use good old Firebolt.
Alright, go ahead and roll that Firebolt down. Let's see, how does Firebolt work? It is a...
I have to
do a saving roll against that, right?
Yes.
Right, Firebolt, cantrip. Hurl the multiplier, make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Okay.
On a hit. Okay, so you just make a ranged spell attack against the rats. 14, yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
In Shaboosh.
3 points of damage. Alright.
I'm a
I believe that should... Let me just double check. Yep. These guys are now severely reduced in number. It's a shock. Where is the... There it is. Okay. There we go.
Am I allowed to cast Thaumaturgy again right now?
It's not your turn yet.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah. So.
Okay, I'll wait
right,
then.
so,
I'll wait then.
Veronan, you cast that firebolt out the door, and those rats like, just a couple of them just go flying out there, all nice and crispy. So, what would you like to do? You still have your movement.
Just like me.
I think these guys had it handled in the barn, so I'm actually going to move outside.
Okay.
And through those.
5 feet. You can move diagonally. So then, yeah, so what you could do is like 5, 10, and 20 out to here, or you could...
I'm okay. I'm gonna move over here.
over to here.
Yep.
All right. Moving over to there.
Boop. And I'm
There
good.
we go. All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, Toba, you are up.
Keep on biting at me. Keep on munching on blue rats.
All right, you've got a very angry dinosaur in there. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Nom 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 nom. 20.
Jeez, a 20. Okay, dirty 20. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
13 piercing.
That's 13. Yeah, okay. 13%. You managed to scoop up the rest of the rats, and this is the part where you like slow motion camera freeze frame. Squeak, 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 squeak. Me, squeak, 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 squeak. Happen, and unfreeze frame. These rats are gone. Yep. All right. So you have your movement. Would you like to move anywhere?
Yeah, actually, let me see. How do I do the... How do I bring up the arrows again? Let's get back to the arrows.
Ruler
So there,
icon.
off to the left, there's that ruler. You can hold down left click and right click for corners and all that.
No, that's not it. Come on. Snap to center, snap to corner, no snapping. Nope, that didn't do it. That just moves the screen.
Hang on. Go up to the arrow.
Oh!
That's on the upper left. Yeah, you're stuck on pan view. So you want to go to select and move and then select the arrow. For some reason, that works.
No, that didn't do it either.
Okay. So I can.
on.
So where would you like to move? I can
Wait,
do
I
this
think I got
for you.
it. No, I don't. Shit.
This is these are my arrows.
Actually, what is the movement speed for the 30 feet? So
30
if
feet?
I could get on the basically, I'm trying to help these guys basically box in these rats over here, if I'm able to.
Okay. So you can get to there. You can like stand in there. You can try and pass through them.
Now just come over here next to Hum.
Over to Hum, like over here.
Yep, that's good.
All right, sure. Zoop, there you go. Moved it for you. All right, so it's
And
now
that's
the
my
rat's
turn.
turn. These rats are terrified right now. So they are going to let's see, what do I want to do? Yeah, right now they are just scared. Like they just saw like a bunch of their compatriots just die, so they're just gonna try and make a blitz for it at this point.
Attack of
So they
opportunity.
are going to run, 30 feet that way. Hum and Toba, you both have attacks of opportunity if you so desire.
Ladies first.
Again, I'd like to cast Thaumaturgy.
You have to make a
doesn't
melee
affect them.
attack of opportunity.
Oh,
for,
sorry, right.
Yep. So you can like take your swing with your drum again for impromptu damage. All right, go ahead and roll an attack for me with that.
18.
18. All right, go
There you
ahead
go.
and roll 1d4 for damage.
Okay, 1d. 3.
3. All right. Oh, hang on, that wasn't. Oh, hang on. Where's the undo button? I may have like accidentally put away too much. It should be about that much. Okay. So at that point, all right, Toba, you're up next.
Nom 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 nom. 10.
Okay. All right. So that gets down to. All right. And at that point, there are only like 4 rats, like just running away at this point, as far as possible. That's their movement. Hum. What would you like to do?
Well, like I said, I'd like to use Thaumaturgy. I want to use it on the rats that are on fire, that are dead but on fire.
Oh.
I want.
Wait.
Hey.
I want to see if I could make it flare up so that it would catch the rest of the rats.
Well, the rest of the rats are way out here. There are no more rats inside the barn.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess, hold on, let me just see if I could move over to, well, in that case, I'm going to move over to them,
Okay.
and instead of Thaumaturgy, I want to see if I can comprehend their squeaking.
Okay. Do double checking something on my end. So, Hum the Bard. So that spell is comprehend. That is a ritual spell. Casting time of 1 action. Understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any language. All right. So, you're going to take your action to try and understand what the rats are speaking.
Yes.
Okay, so, those rats. So, what does this look like for a really quick for the ritual of this?
She plinks on the little kalimba that's around her neck.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to sort of attune to what the rats are saying.
So at this point you hear squeak, 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 and you're hearing this translated as squeak, 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 squeak. You get the sense that they don't actually speak a language.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's their
This seems
intelligence?
like something. Their intelligence is 2,
Oh.
and they have no languages.
Well, I mean, they are rats.
They are rats. They have no languages.
I thought I could.
You know, I technically could
You could
because
try, though.
I have speak with
Yeah.
animal, but I've already moved.
Oh,
So
all right. So here's the thing. That lasts for an hour, and there was that weird voice that spoke in Draconic earlier, so it's not completely wasted, right?
Yeah, so I could.
All right. So that's your movement and your action. Drogar, you are up. You are angry. There are dead rats everywhere around you, and he is still muted.
Nope, actually, I thought I was not muted. My bad. I like to keep the mute on just so that I'm not, like, making noises in the background.
Yeah. So at
let's
this
see. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any way I'm going to catch up with them, so...
Yeah, they're a little far away.
They're a little... Well, I might be able to if... they are outside. So let's see.
Could take a dash action.
I was gonna say I could, yeah. What are the rules on that again? Let me just.
So the dash is. Let me see. DM screen. Gain extra movement equal to speed plus any modifiers for the current turn. So you basically double your movement, but that is going to be your action. So you like
Right.
move, and then your action is to dash to move that amount again.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly. But I might have something else I can do. Let's see. Let me just measure this out really quick. So let's see. So that's a 5 square feet. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. If I move over all the way over here, I'd like to see about using my breath weapon.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. So I will go ahead and. There we go. I believe I said 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then, let's see. 5, 10. Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit. It's not going to make it, I don't think. Because I think I'm only 15. Yep, I'm only 15 feet of a cone. Well, dang it. 5. 10.
Yeah, it's like just out of range, and you would have hit Hum anyway.
Actually, how many? I was gonna say, how many, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, actually, I might be able to do it if I go one more space. I just realized I kind of miscalculated how much further I could have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I would actually just barely hit.
All right, so you're trying to hit the rats and not
I am.
Hum, because Hum
Not
decided to move.
Yeah, red eyes on the rat.
All right,
So-
so let me just double check. If you take a breath action against her, we could retcon this so that way she moved into the rats because she had enough movement. We could retcon it so that way she's like one step away from it.
Also, even if so, Hum has fire resistance.
Okay.
I was gonna say she is.
All right. If you want to stay inside, you were exhausted, so you should have been like rolling disadvantage on everything. But never mind. I just remembered that. But whatever. Retcon.
I was gonna say, what about the coffee? We gave her coffee before.
You know what? The coffee is a good way to there goes that exhaustion. But please, for the love of God, just take your long rest when I give them to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say the coffee counteracted it for the duration of this encounter.
Alrighty, sounds good. So
All right,
let's
so
see.
you're going to how does
I'm
that
going to
breath weapon?
Yeah,
Breath weapon. DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus proficiency bonus.
Yep.
So that is going to DC 8 plus Constitution modifier, which is plus 6. That's 14. Plus proficiency bonus on wherever that is.
Which proficiency? Let's see, proficiency, light armor, medium armor, shields, martial weapons, simple weapons. Oh, do I not have proficiency in the breath weapon or something? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yes, not.
Oh, weird. I could have sworn that was like a thing that already... Yeah.
Maybe you get it when you level up, or hang on, is that even a thing? But whatever.
I was gonna say, I don't think it actually is. Because I didn't see it when I was creating the character.
Heavy-handed breath weapon. Yeah, that's got to be some sort of proficiency you can add in while leveling up, maybe down the line. If that works. But yeah, so that's going to be a 14 DC against. That's a dexterity.
Yep.
DC for the saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. So it's dexterity 14. No. That's 17 plus. All right, so it's a 17 for the rats.
Okay.
And Hum, you got Drogar super mad coming at breathing fire at you. You're in the same spot. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, shoot! Nah. Die almost fell on me again.
It's okay.
I rolled a 17.
All right, 17. All right, so we only take like half damage from this one.
Yep.
So
Okay.
go ahead and
Half
roll the
damage.
damage, and we take half that damage, and Hum is going to take half of that as well because she's resistant to fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's 2d6.
Yep,
Right.
2d6.
Yep. That's what it says. Oh. Okay. Oh my.
Wow.
So
Okay.
he just straight up just goes fucking.
Okay, Drogar. How would you like to do this?
He just aims straight at the rats. He belches this humongous, like at least a big red hot humongous cone of fire. Just
blaming at this. And Hum, as you were trying to understand these rats, squeak, 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 squeak. What's going on? And you see this giant wave of fire just flooding it. You manage to dodge out of the way. It doesn't really burn that much, so you're gonna take. So that'd be, so half that damage. Yeah, sure, whatever. The rats are basically dead at this point. So you would take that small amount of damage, and at this point, combat is officially over.
How much damage do I take? I just want to make sure.
So it would be half damage from that. So that would be 9. So 8 to 4, and then from 4 to 2 because you're resistant. You would take 2 fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Above game, how much time has elapsed since the battle started?
It's been 3 or 4 rounds, so it's only been like 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
So
yeah.
Wow.
Toba's...
Yeah. No, it's 18 seconds. So 6, 12, 18 seconds. So
We are fast fighters.
that's literally what. That's literally
rats.
every single D&D game where you just go full ham and battles don't take long at all.
So Toba's still a
Yeah.
Dimetrodon because his beast shape lasts for an hour.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I believe you can cancel that at will if you so desire.
For the sake of role playing, nah. He's just gonna sit there and start wagging his tail like a dog.
All right. Okay. So you have this out here, and then you hear. So that would be Drogar and Crispy. This is in Draconic, and you hear wonderful, wonderful. Hum, because you used that ability for however long that was, it lasts for an hour. You also hear wonderful, wonderful.
What's wonderful about that?
I'm just gonna, because he's probably still angry at this point. He's just like looking around like a frantic fucking scared just this gigantic dragon boy just fucking it's just looking around frantic as hell, wondering where that voice is coming from.
All right.
Couldn't quite hear what you said, buddy.
Double checking. Rage It does go out.
It would go out.
If your turn ends, if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then, also ends your turn as a bonus act. All right, so at this point you're just like, where?
Yep.
No.
He just tuckers out.
And at this point, Crispy, you're inside the barn. You're apparently alone in this barn. That is, this the acrid smell of burnt fur is there. There's a couple rats that are just still frozen in ice, just dead at this point. It's like all of your comrades are outside.
Hum sees that Crispy isn't here, so she hobbles over to the door and goes inside, see if she's okay.
How hurt are you? No, so
I'm at 6. I have 6 points left.
Oof, those rats are nasty. All right. So, Crispy, you see Hum just coming in, and she's got like bite marks all over her. It's not a very pretty sight. As the doors open.
Laura.
Yep.
Are you alright? Crispora?
Oh dear, I'm...
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Gene, you there?
What?
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
You got cut out.
You cut out halfway.
We didn't get to hear you, little one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you okay?
That's okay.
You all right, Crispora?
I just imagine she's just like, she just smells the like stench of the dead rats. I just imagine she's just like holding her nose at this point, and she just looks up. She just looks up over at Hum, and she just like.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. At this point. Until next time we meet, says to the people who understand Draconic at this moment. Until next time.
No.
And
Next time.
Yep.
Whoops.
And let me just double check something. Stats. Does it have the ability to? Oh, yeah, of course. At this point, you hear this. It sounds like something just, like, flew off somewhere.
What the?
Whatever that was, I'll find it.
He's just like, just frustrated that he just went to
Easy now, easy now.
Come out the barn, Crispora. It smells like death in here.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Oh, do I have? Oh, I know what I want to do, but I don't think I drew this character. So you know what? We're just gonna have Shireen show up. And Shireen was like, "Oh my goodness, I heard the commotion out here. What happened?"
Pest control.
Plenty of rats.
Oh,
Give me a bandage.
oh my goodness. Oh, you all look so hurt. Oh, that's a good thing the church is nearby if you need healing.
It's a good thing too. He's under half his HP at the moment.
Right. Oh, don't worry. The clerics over there, they'll heal you up just fine. At least for a little bit.
Oh, thank goodness.
he just slowly just sits down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. Margaret was just hysterical. Just, screaming and shouting. I carried it all the way from my post office.
You awful woman.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure that she'll be so happy. Where'd you last see her?
The church.
Oh, goody. You get to heal and tell her the good news. I'm assuming they're all dead? As she says this, you see like this one little rat like slowly crawl into her foot.
Not all of them.
Well, then get back in there and do something. And she stomps. Squeak. She looks down. And she just runs off screen.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Can we get to the church now? I'm starting to feel a little tired.
Yes, of course. Do you need any help there?
I think I could use just a little bit of a support right now.
He just
Oh, of course. I'll help you here.
I want to cast Healing Word.
Okay, go ahead and cast Healing Word.
Oh, okay.
Hit points equal to a D4 plus the spell casting modifier. So a D4 plus 2. So 2. So it's going to be 4.
All right, everyone. So does it affect everybody within that radius of yours? Or is it? Why do I keep closing the tab that has everyone's character sheets on it? I don't know. It's force of habit, I guess.
Stop it!
Stop it!
Oh.
Spells, Healing Word, a creature of your choice that you can see within range. Oh, so it's only one creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so who's getting the healing?
Drogar, because he said,
All right,
well, he said
yeah.
that he is at his low health.
Yep.
All right.
So he went from just wanting to lay down all the time to just wanting to sit up.
Lie down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And then,
Okay.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Thank you kindly.
By the way, while Toba's in this form and he's docile, he's actually kind of wall-eyed. Become like a wall-eyed dog.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, the rest of the day, at this point, what would you like to do? So combat is over.
You get 6 back. You get 6 HP back.
Sweet, thank you.
Yep.
I'd still like to go to that church if it's possible, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, everybody's heading to the church.
Best to let Margaret know that the rats are
I
gone.
just imagine Crispy, despite being so small and Drogar being so big, I just imagine Crispy just
just take him over there just to be like a crutch.
All right. Everyone's back at the church now.
Yeah.
So, yep. As everyone's going to the church, Toba, are you still in that form?
Has an hour passed?
I'm pretty sure an hour has not passed yet.
Okay, so we're basically for the sake of character building, he could transform. He just doesn't know how to transform back right now.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Just for the sake of role playing.
Okay, so
Okay, then.
Yep. So as you heroes walk in, Georgie looks up. Oh, good, you're back. Oh, Lord, what the hell is that? He just immediately grabs a nearby book and is ready to throw it.
Just one more time, you hear.
No,
He's like,
no.
he says, "Oh my God, what the hell is that?" He hears once again.
It's all right, Georgie. It's Toba. He's
right, the Druid. Oh, it's Druid nonsense. What Druid? He just like puts the book back. He's looking. He's like, that's very peculiar. That's a dinosaur.
Yep, and as I said, he still has the mammoth tusks and
seems
the
so.
Thagomisers.
Dude, hang on.
Just a wall-eyed dinosaur.
Let me ask you this: are you able to speak English while in Dimitrodon form, or at least speak Common while in that form?
You know
Because
what?
if
I'm gonna let you guys
think about
decide.
it.
What do you think would be funnier?
Let's see.
No.
Transform into.
I just
Anything
imagine a
about what you
friggin'
speak while
dinosaur
transform
speaking
into a
perfect
beast.
English is the fuck.
But I also
sir,
think
I
it's
can
funny.
speak.
I
Actually,
also
sir,
think it's
I can
funny
speak
if-
Common quite well. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's Saurus.
Just be like
It's
dinosaur
Saurus. We have our
roars as
own
well as
Saurus.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
Right there,
That's
right
what I want
there.
to do. So it's like you're trying to speak English, but you really can't. Kind of like a husky going. Oh,
No. This is how it goes. It's like, why, yes, sir. I can speak common quite well. In fact, I can articulate quite better than I can in my normal form. What you guys hear is,
It's
like a Pokemon.
It's like the one Mankey.
Hang on.
Oh!
Hang on. Nope. Wait, it's Pathfinder. That's not what I want.
I might need to explain this one for future audiences. So when Crispy over here is talking about Mankey, I was doing a recording session for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the red version, for the Game Boy Advance, and we came up to these Mankey, and somewhere in the story they help build your hut a little bit bigger, and we like to voice act over at the channel, and Toba over here was making noises for the Mankey, and one of them is just.
It's just.
That's just what I hear out of the dinosaurs.
Okay. Now, I'm looking up wild shape stuff, and your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to the capabilities of your beast form. So that is entire. Probably, yeah, definitely that. So, everyone's here. There's, the clerics are like, oh goodness, but they look at you and they're like, oh, do we need healing of some sort?
No, I'm quite all right. I actually didn't take any damages from the rats. What did you guys hear?
I'll take that as a no. So they go about and do their thing, and George is like, so take Margaret. I do believe your rat problem is gone. And Margaret, it's like she looks up the makeup that she's been wearing. It's like kind of dripping down her face because of the tears that she's been crying, and it's like, are the rats gone?
We've made sure of it.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is like tears of joy, but it still sounds like she's crying because women. Am I right? No,
of course. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, the rats are finally gone. I could use a press right about.
All right.
It's okay. I've got you, Drogar. It's okay.
Thank you.
Very kind.
That's very nice of you. Oh.
Just kind of leaning towards her and just letting it happen. Just taking the moment to relax. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, we're going to say, as the day progresses, nothing too interesting. You eventually do find your way back to the guild, just to check in with Yuvan and everybody. Yep. Go over here. And so, turn that off. Turn this one on. Hopefully everything is correct. All right, so we're now back inside, and night has fallen, and Mac is there being, do your thoughts and stuff with Mac. Is like, wow, you guys took in a whole lot of rats, huh? Man, that is crazy.
It was so many rats.
And it's definitely been an hour at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely been an hour at this point, Toba. You're back to your normal self.
He's back, but he's kind of queasy from the rats.
Eating rats, that's just weird, man.
You got any stomach medicine?
Drogar does. Oops, sorry, go on.
Yep, Yuvan comes walking in. It's like, oh, so I heard from word on the grapevine is that you helped out one of our citizens here.
Yes, and there was something else that I wanted to add to this.
Oh?
He just kind of gets comfortable for a second.
I heard a voice in that barn as the rats were attacking us, and he said, "Until we meet again," in my tongue.
And Mac's like, what, in common? And Yuvan's like, I think he means draconic.
Yes.
Huh. That's weird. You heard a voice in draconic?
Yes, I did. I didn't see the source of the voice, but he It felt like as if it was a test.
Oh, interesting. Yuven's like, that is peculiar.
They did say wonderful, wonderful when we got rid of all the rats.
That Yuven's like, that is interesting. He's like trying to piece together what is going on. It's been very weird these past couple of days. Mac's like, yeah, first there were bandits and there was goblins, now there's a bunch of rats and voices. Oh, that's pretty creepy.
So many rats. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. And Mac decides to passes you a glass of something. He like takes one of the bottles from one of the top shelves. He just pops it off, gives a little bit, hands it to you. Don't worry, that's on the house. That let that sit in your stomach for about 20 minutes before going to the bathroom. Just
Thanks,
trust me on that.
Grandpa. He just drinks it.
Yep, okay, this stuff burns as it goes down, and it just but as it burns, it like slowly settles down. It's, okay, yeah, it's that first hurl.
It's like getting a
feels
shot.
awful. Yeah, but it's like, that's not bad.
You see a little bit of steam kind of rise from out of his trunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Opulence in Buckley's.
Oh, yeah, got
That doesn't... You all right over there?
gotta love fire bolts. That's
Don't
the
mind.
drink, by the way.
Don't mind
put
me.
all that-
I'll be good. Now I think I know how Veronan was with the coffee.
Well, you only get a little bit of this, because trust me, you do not want a whole lot of it. But, yeah,
Whatever
looks
you
like it's
say,
closing
Gramps.
hours. You guys better get ready for a nice long day, huh? Yeah. Hopefully, some nice big job comes up tomorrow. And Yuven goes like, well, no good deed goes unturned. So just a bunch of rats, huh? He, goes behind, you hear this, grabs, handful of coins of some sort, and he tosses all of you 1 gold apiece.
Sweet.
Worth it.
Yep.
He just takes it.
I mean, no good deed goes unpunished. I mean, it's just rats.
Slides her gold piece to Drogar before leaving the tavern.
Oh, at this point, Yuven goes like, could you hold on for a second real quick? Do you mind staying at the bar just real quick? How about could the rest of you just, give us a quick one-on-one moment?
Yes, we'll be more than happy to.
Yep. I'm sure the Sparrow Inn is really nice this time of night. And
Yeah.
Yuven is giving you this small look that maybe you don't want to be standing right here.
Yeah. So he obviously Drogar leaves. He gives him space. and-
Drogar is out. Crispy,
Toba is
Veronan.
woozy, but he forces himself up and tries to wobble to the door.
All right. Toba's out.
Hum's already left the tavern after.
No, you have
sliding-
not.
Oh, I haven't?
Yuven was like, could you mind staying here for a bit?
Oh,
Yep, he's giving you a look of like, how a parent looks at you when you did something bad?
okay.
Oh my god.
Hum doesn't see the look, but she reluctantly goes back to her seat.
Mm-hmm. Crispy, Veronan.
I'm out.
All right. You're out.
I am also quote unquote out.
All right, you guys are heading outside. Yuven goes, hey, Mac, take 5 for me. Mac's like, but boss, I got a lot of stuff. And Yuven just gives him this look of now. Oh, sure thing. And Yuven leans over towards you. Apparently, from what Hrilvi told me, after I left that day, you somehow managed to sneak in our little conversation, possibly. And she thinks that you may have stolen something from her. Do me a favor and just empty your pockets for me?
Certainly. And she empties her pockets of the
All
sugar
right.
cubes.
The sugar cubes. Sugar cube. Oh, yeah, the sugar cubes. You did pay the 1 silver for them, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's a DM thing, just to make sure that you did pay the 1 silver before you left the bar. So Yuven's like, just sugar cubes, huh? Nothing else?
Nothing else.
No books?
Nay. I wanted to go. I didn't mean to seem as if I was spying on you. I just didn't want to intrude on your conversation.
Go ahead and roll for me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion's one of my higher ones too, so I think
Yep.
so. Let me just check my skills. 14.
Okay, 14. Yuvin.
Plus 4.
Okay, plus 4, so 18 in total.
Yeah.
All right, so Yuvin looks at you, looks at the sugar cubes, leans back a bit. Why'd you buy the sugar cubes?
They were for Bonnie and Clyde. I wanted to see Ruffin later in the
Ruffin.
day.
Okay.
Aye.
It's clear that whatever Harilvi was going on about, at least I think it was Harilvi. Hold up. Double checking the lore. Wait, did I seriously close Did I seriously close? Oh, goodness. Late Night Wabbit is so dumb. All right. Why did I close the one program? Thank you. Loading the workspace. All right. Organization. No, actually, it's places. There we go. Yeah. Oh, Harilva, not Harilvi. Harilva is the name of the female dwarf. So, Harilva, whatever Harilva was talking about, certainly you weren't involved with it, and I do trust you on that. Try not to go sneaking around in places. Again, it definitely makes a bad look for the guild.
I'll certainly try. I was simply just trying to give you space. I wasn't trying to interrupt.
Sure.
I promise.
I thank you for that. Although, how much of that did you hear?
Enough to warrant concern. I assumed you were talking about what happened the other night, what Toba told you. Worried about someone breaking in.
You would be right about that. It did concern what Toba saw last night.
Aye.
Harilva's a good friend of mine. So.
Seems that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise you wouldn't have talked with her.
Yeah. Just, if you do happen to see an old, tattered book that's, and he starts describing this book, it's like old leather tattered, it's got like twine wrapped around it, and there are some orange symbols on the front and back of it. Yep. He like tries to describe the symbols, but it's like they're old and faded. But if you see that, just keep an eye out for that, would you?
Of course.
Because apparently, about the time that you left out, Harilva did a little bit of inventory and found that book was missing, and she tried to. And since you managed to sneak in without ringing the bell or anything, and she tried to put 2 and 2 together and thought maybe you took it, but I see now that you obviously didn't.
No, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, that is odd. Well, do keep your eye about it.
Of course.
Yep. And Mac is back. All right, 5 minutes is up. What's up, boss? And Ewan's like, oh, we were just about to wrap things up here. So, I believe your friends will be waiting for you outside at the hotel, not the hotel, the inn.
Hotel inn.
I still would like to see if Ruffin is.
Ruffin?
Aye. So I'll just take a quick detour before I see to them.
Okay, so where are you going to be looking for Ruffin?
At the stable.
At the stable?
Yeah.
Okey-doke. All right, so you are going to be leaving.
Well, do I pack the sugar cubes first?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You even slides them over. You grab them back, pocket them, and we are going to jump to outside Wardbloom. If I turn off that music, turn on not the battle music. Let's just turn on. All right. So at this point, you see the boys out. So actually, you were inside there for a little while. Let's say it's going to take you a bit to be there, hum. So the boys, Crispy, what are you doing this late at night?
Well, let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to get those +2 gold into my thing. So 1 second here. 6, 7. He's looking to put those 2 pieces. He's looking to Crispy, and hopefully she understands the gesture. But he's looking to have the 2 coins sent over to his home as per usual.
Okay, I mean, it is late at night. The post office is probably closed.
Absolutely. Just figured maybe Crispy would probably be like up earlier than him. He doesn't really know when anybody gets up, but you know, she would probably be able to get them out faster, you know, with her knowledge of the postal service and whatnot. So
Yep. All right. And so everyone is basically walking towards the inn?
Yes, I would
right.
be.
So, all right. So Drogar is going to... Let me just... All right, so Drogar going to the inn. Veronan, Toba?
Oh. Uh-oh.
I'm going to say the silence is a yes, because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's try and wrap this up, right? Crispy?
I'm also going to the inn.
All right, you're going to the inn, and out comes Hum. And Hum, you, after that little talk, you go outside, and you walk over towards the stables, and the stables are really not that far, and the head pops out. It's like, sorry, miss, we're closed for the evening. You may want to come by tomorrow.
Was Ruffin here, by any chance?
Ruffin? I'm just trying to think. He went up north. I think he's actually just going further north, over towards Argopolis. That's like the one city I remember naming.
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty far north. He's not going to be back for a couple of days.
And here I remember earlier that he'd be back tonight.
Oh. Scheduling changes, probably. Might have to do with the Long Light Festival that's coming up soon.
Oh.
Yeah, Long Light, by the way.
That's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, the Long Light is the name of the month that's going to be coming up next. Currently, it is Budsprout. Where is my calendar? I literally have a calendar in this one app. So yeah, Long Light is going to be the next month. It's the 6th month of the calendar. And usually the end of that month is when the summer solstice happens.
Yeah.
Yep. So, hang on. Oh, there's a way for me to look at this calendar, like the actual calendar. Why will I not? Come on, zoom in. Let me see the whole thing, because I also want to see the moons for no apparent reason whatsoever. All right. So, hang on. Oh, it's large. Okay, there we go. All right. So, yeah, today was the 15th. I'll have to make that note later. All right. So, yeah, sorry about that. You know, sometimes things just come up, scheduling changes.
I see. In that case, then, she takes out the 4 sugar cubes and hands them to the person. These are for Bonnie and Clyde.
Those horses we have here. Ruffin's gone for them. All right, so I'll make sure these do get fed to those horses.
Thank you kindly.
I cannot believe you guys are going to make me keep a schedule of where the horses are and what city and.
What can we say?
Listen,
horses.
All right.
They're the favorite.
So, all right. So it's all right. Good night, lady. He goes inside, closes the door.
Sir.
Yep. All right. All right. So at this point, late at night, what would you like to do?
I slowly start making my way back to the inn.
Okay. You slowly make your way back to the inn. And something interesting happens tonight. Just slightly interesting. So far, it has been pretty clear days. And at this night, it's a little clouded over. And you have to look up, and the moon is there. As the cloud cover covers the moon, ever so slowly. You look behind your shoulder, you swore you heard a whisper.
Huh? Who's there?
As it slowly gets darker, because the cloud covers the moon.
He picks up the pace and just she picks up the pace and gets to the inn a little faster.
Yep. The whispering is getting. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. As everyone is in the inn, and strange whispers are haunting Hum.
Alrighty then.
Ta-da!
Right.
Ta-da!
Howdy, folks. Thank you kindly for checking out the D&D World campaign. If you want to catch us live, you can join us at twitch.tv/Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe every other Wednesday night at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Times. For updates, follow us on Twitter and Discord. All links will be in the description below. Want to watch another episode, or if you're just into retro gaming in general, keep it tuned here to the Retro Planet. Until next time, may the dice forever be in your favor. Peace, I'm out on the Sai-Krowe.